We should be. Get out of here, cheeseburger Eddie. God. No, no one wants you. Did you get an ad?
Yeah.
Damn.
I could hear what you were saying. It just kind of sounded a little bit weird.
Yeah, it's not gonna sound great, but hey, we're here.
Done deal.
The boys and Beavers and Manuels and Camerons and Chandlers.
Yes. And my energy drink.
Why don't you funnel the energy drink into my asshole?
I'll do it.
How much?
I'll do it for free.
Do it for free?
Yeah, I'll put that in your ass.
Did you guys hear that? For free.
What?
They'll put the energy drink in my asshole for free.
Hell yeah.
Might as well try it.
I mean, if it was in my ass, I would definitely charge.
Yeah? Wait, if it wasn't your ass, then you would charge?
If it was in my ass, I would charge.
Oh, okay. So we don't get the privilege of doing ass things to you for free.
No, 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 no. I mean,
I was
my
just
ass
like to
is a
see
little
him
different.
struggle.
It's a little
Right.
tight.
Trying. Should not he'd give up. Like, okay, this is a little bit much.
I might-
going the full 9
I may
yards.
fart and it could just right in the face.
Hey
I
man,
might have to charge you a little more for that.
won't be the first time I get pink eye.
I don't think I've ever had a pink eye.
You're not eating enough ass then.
I had it once in elementary school, that was it. And my
You-
mom thought it was
yes,
like, yeah,
that
you can
you
go to
know.
school. Got like 15 minutes into first period or whatever my first class was. Got sent home.
Damn.
I told my mom I wasn't going to be able to, like, I don't think you're going to like this. And they didn't.
What's up, Dingo? How does the audio sound? Because I wasn't able to get our mics to work, so I'm using our webcam. So it probably sounds like garbage. Just curious what it sounds like on your end. Horrible. On a scale of like
1 to 10.
I put it at like a 4.
airplane audio to like perfect. How bad are we talking? Is it quiet?
What's airplane audio?
Sounds muffled? 5 out of 10. Fuck.
That's very good odds.
That's rough.
50-50. That's okay with me.
I don't like that. I just don't know what the boy here, Mr. Forced Boy, has set up, so I can't get the audio to pick up anywhere. Besides, quality is bad. It's okay to stream. Okay, then I just... I won't mess with it, even though it's a talk show, and the one thing that should be good is probably the audio. But, you know, pretty bad at things. I'm not the one who runs the PC boy, so... You
Should have
know.
left you instructions.
I should have asked for instructions. It was my bad. I was thinking it was just
Click, 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 and you're ready.
how I have it set up on mine, where it's just 2 things and it's good to go. So, must be missing a step somewhere along the lines. But yeah, marijuana in Utah. We were just talking about it. It's not gonna pass.
I hope it passes.
I do hope it passes,
You
but
know
I
what
don't
you
think
need?
it.
Faith.
The same thing that religious people need.
Exactly.
Faith.
Different kind of faith.
What did Limp Bizkit have? Faith.
Faith.
They had lots of faith.
Faith in the weed god.
Rock gotta have faith. I don't think we'll ever, well, I think we will have recreational, like,
Eventually.
as the last state, but they're not gonna pass medical until they can capitalize on it. And they're not gonna capitalize it with proposition, whatever.
You think it'll be the last state? How many states are left?
For recreational?
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Besides like 4.
Yeah, I think there's only 4 or 5 that are,
Medical wise, how many?
I think, most.
Most?
Yeah. I mean, there's a computer, so I can definitely tell you.
I don't think we're gonna be the
Medical, it might
last.
be like
I don't think
7
we're gonna be
states.
last because I think I've heard of a state that is just like super, super, super against it, and more than we are. I don't know what state, but I don't think we're gonna be the last. I want to bet you something, but I can't think
We're
of what.
30 states
Oh shit.
have legal medical marijuana. And DC.
Yeah, it would surprise me. DC.
Yeah,
I want
I-
to freely smoke weed.
Yeah, I would like to be able to freely smoke weed, but I don't think Utah doesn't want to pass medical just because it doesn't fit their agenda. Since our government is not ran by the people,
Nope.
it's ran by the church.
Mm.
Sadly. But
We can overthrow them.
can we?
You never
For
know.
every vote we miss, we burn a church.
That's a lot of churches.
Well, if we need, I was thinking of like, it came down to like 15 judges or some. I don't know how exactly it works, but like, if we only need like a few more or like 7 more,
Every
burn 7
vote.
churches.
Mm.
I think
It's a
it,
shame.
I just think it'd be smart for them to do it because they would get so much respect from non-LDS people. And that's what they really want, right?
How would our economy be once that?
Pretty
goes through?
fucking good.
How's Colorado doing in?
Swell.
That's what I've heard.
Washington,
You get, like,
swell.
$2 to $3 billion like a month off of taxes.
Do they?
Or
I
it's
thought I
probably
read
not.
something about part of that money that they get goes to schools and stuff
yeah.
like that,
lot of it
roads
does.
or
At least that's what they say.
right. I mean,
Who knows where it actually goes? Because I feel like our public school
Strippers.
system sucks.
like
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? Strippers are pretty rad.
Weight loss also went down in Colorado after they
Oh.
legalized.
Yeah.
I thought I saw
Everyone was like,
something
"Oh, it's gonna go up because like lunches and stuff," and then it like goes down. It's like,
for California. They said that the teenagers or whatever are doing less, smoking less.
doesn't have the same thrill.
Huh?
Doesn't have the same thrill.
No, yeah, that feeling like
Breaking
you're
the
gonna
law.
get in trouble for it.
Uh,
Yeah, some people just do it for that reason.
Well, I was just talking with someone in Colorado, and they say there's still tons of drug dealers because kids still have to get weed.
yeah.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Depending, I don't know, would it be cheaper or more expensive because of that now?
More expensive
Well-
because they're probably gonna sell it for a little bit more than whatever place is selling it.
from what
Maybe.
my understanding is, the ones who are still selling it outside of a dispensary are the ones who have their red card or medical card, and that way they can get bulk amounts of marijuana for way cheaper than dispensaries will sell. So they can still sell it cheaper than dispensaries. So that's why there's still lots of drug dealers.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Because I was gonna say, I mean, even if a kid can go in there, you could just ask a friend that's old enough, go in there, buy it for them.
Right. But if it's a bunch of people who want to buy a lot of weed,
Mm-hmm.
it's still going to be cheaper to go through a drug dealer
Yeah.
than it is to go through a dispensary.
I wonder what's cheaper. Where would be cheaper prices? Colorado or California? I'm pretty sure California would be more expensive, but
Probably.
within all the states that are legal, what's the cheapest? Like what's
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm sure they're all probably based off the same market. Because it seems like, you know, I don't know. That'd be a good question. Probably California. There's more land. More places probably making weed.
to grow, harvest, and all that?
Hey, what's up, Salty? Welcome to the Bad Audio stream.
Your screen's frozen.
Hey. It's not frozen for them, though. It's just frozen for us, hopefully. Yeah, not looking too hot. Would you guys increase your marijuana usage if it was legal?
I want to say yes, but knowing how it's been with other states, like company-wise, where it's still not okay to do it, where they test you more often, I would say
I think it was
I
Maine.
would-
Instead of like going after to like legalize recreational, they changed it so companies can't test for weed.
can't.
Yeah. So it's not on like drug test, which
I
is
would-
like the smart thing to do.
I would think so, but I almost want to say no because of like a bunch of like let's say for our company, like I honestly don't think they can't test you. There we go. Just because of like what we do, like if you get hurt, it's like they can get pretty screwed over
Mm.
if I mean, if they are and they can't, and they don't allow you to.
I think it should be based off of if you fuck up.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I think getting a job you shouldn't have to worry about if you smoke weed or not.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to worry about if we drink.
That's true.
And drinking causes more damage than smoking. But I think if you fuck up a part really bad, or you get hurt on the job, then I think you should get drug tested for alcohol.
Also the levels.
And weed. Well, yeah.
That was my biggest thing, and it still is. Levels, like, you could have done it 2 days ago, and I mean even a month ago. Still have something in your system, and then you're done.
Because that's kind of the risk you have to take still, right?
Yeah, but I wish they would. I'm pretty sure they have that now, where they can test levels and kind of figure out
how recently it's been.
Yeah. It just depends on the person too, the tolerance and how fast their body can push it out.
I just think it's weird that you can. I still think it's weird that you can get fucked up and no one bats an eye. But one joint, it can ruin your whole entire life.
Yeah, no, that happened recently at our building. Someone forgot to secure a mold, I guess, which is like a part that we use to make other parts. Didn't secure it, and it fell, and it damaged it. It was probably pretty expensive for what it was.
Right.
And a bunch of people saw it, and it was kind of one of those like shit happens type, but they had to get tested, and the guy was like straight up like, I'm not gonna pass this test, and they couldn't do anything about it.
Wow.
He had to take his test, because no matter what, it's like if you don't take it, they'll just automatically say you failed the test.
Right.
Went in, failed it, and got fired for it. They had been working there a while, I think, is what I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
That's rough, because, I mean, what are you supposed to do? I guess just not do it?
Yeah, really.
But at the same time, like, hey, we may fix this.
Audio fixed.
Hey! Can one of you guys talk?
Hello.
I don't...
Microphone.
Tap it again? So yeah, it's not coming through your guys', so we're gonna have to just do that. And we'll have to share a mic, but...
That's okay, that's not the only thing we share, so...
I know, right? Lots to come. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Both.
Oh.
At least we're in the same ballpark.
Yeah, it was the same. It starts with the same letter. Yeah, sorry, I was just fiddling with the audio, and I figured I'd try this, and guess it sounds better, so... Hey. That smooth, nice audio is in. What was I going to talk about? I had a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about, like... What motivates you guys? I was going to do, like, a whole thing on motivation and try and, like, talk to people in chat.
It's different for everyone.
It is. Like. And I think it's interesting. I find it very interesting that, like, almost every single person has a unique thing that motivates them.
I don't think I found what motivates me.
What'd you say?
I feel like I have zero motivation. Anything and everything.
That's sometimes how I feel. I don't think I still haven't figured out what gets me to motivate myself.
Right.
Like, a lot of people like videos or like people or talks, or maybe just talks.
Yeah.
Motivate them. Or just people in general, like they see what they've done and where they start from and where they're at now. Just like seeing that progress motivates other people. I'm like, it's awesome, but like when it comes down to it, I see that and I'm like, I want to do something, like it's like no.
And then on the flip side, you have guys like C.T. Fletcher. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
He's a big, scary looking dude who yells at you that you're not lifting enough weights, and his voice is so dominating, and that motivates people. But then there's people who are calm, quiet, and reserved that also can motivate people. Yeah. So it's weird that there's just not one trigger for everyone. Because, like, I'd say money's a big motivator for a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was one of the biggest.
Money's not mine. I would like to have money, but I don't. However, the amount of money that I would need to make yearly to do everything that I'd want to is not that high.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. Like, I could have the house that I would want. Like, we could always pretend and, like, say, you know, what would you have if you have unlimited money? And it'd be outrageous shit. But in reality, like, the kind of house that I want and the kind of car I want and the kind of things I want to do doesn't require,
So
you know, a six-figure salary.
Yeah. So if someone were to ask you, like, what would you think your salary should be to live comfortably for your choice, like
For
living?
For how I would want to live,
Yeah.
65,
Realistically.
70, yeah.
65. I was thinking about the same. About, I guess since I'm with someone, then I would say about. I guess I have to put it up higher, so maybe like 80.
Yeah, definitely with two people, it's a little different.
Yeah, I think 80. A couple could live off of that.
Oh,
comfortably.
absolutely.
I would like that.
What about you guys? What would you think a salary for the lifestyle that you like, the realistic lifestyle?
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I was thinking 70, and then you said like 65, 70. I was like,
Well, let me ask you this: would you rather have a nice house or just nice things? If you had to pick one or the other, shitty house with nice things or a nice house.
I don't know.
With
I've kind of
a-
always just wanted like a small little like 3-4 bedroom house in like a cool neighborhood with like a shit ton of trees and stuff, and I felt like that wouldn't be crazy amount of money.
So more of like the area than the house
Yeah.
itself.
I'd want like
that's what I
a
like.
decent house, but like I'd want it to be like a lot older house, but like modernized. So like it's got a lot of like old unique characteristics, but it's got like modern features, so I don't have to deal with like some fucking like furnace or something that's like
to fix shitty
70
things.
years old or some bullshit like that.
Right.
Like I just want like the outside and inside to like kind of look old, but like appliances like countertops and like
The
floors
structure
and
of
stuff.
it. The structure of it be updated.
Yeah,
I like these new smart homes people are doing,
yeah, that's fucking crazy cool.
where everything's modern on the inside and it's all connected by one port. Like, your cell phone can do everything on the TV. It can run the microwave, the oven, your shower, everything you can think of. Like, you could be making a sandwich while your shower heats up. And
Now,
you
what
know,
if someone hacks it?
let's not worry about those kind of things, Noah. Why would someone want to hack it? They're like, damn, let's make him have a cold shower instead.
So it's good money
Fuck
after
that
that.
guy.
I don't know, just information that could be connected to that.
Yeah,
Build wise.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
Guess you could just set it up so it's not hackable. Like, nothing is important on there.
I don't know. If it comes down to you're using a certain company and they let it get hacked, kind of like their fucking fault, and you're pretty
You're
set at that
screwed.
point.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, a smart home, there's not really anything that you're going to hack that's going to make,
Yeah, crazy.
walk outside your front door and, really loud, hey, Alexa, unlock my door. Alexa always ruin it for everybody. Where do you guys want to live forever? You guys want to stay in Utah forever?
I've been thinking of Colorado.
Yeah.
I visited there a few times, and I just really like the people there. They themselves are they're pretty chill.
Yeah.
The area, I mean, it's kind of similar weather to Utah, I think.
Right.
But it's really that. I think that's what I like. It's still super outdoorsy. I like that. So I would say Colorado.
They get every concert you can think of. Go through there. Everyone goes to Colorado now.
Oh, I didn't think about that, but it makes me want to live there now.
Right.
Forgot about that.
Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Oh, I would love to go there.
I fucked up. I could have went. I can't remember if it was with Alec or someone wanted to go do ASAP Rocky at the Red Rocks, and obviously be hellaciously high, and that would have been a good time, I think. And I didn't go.
What
Well,
made you want to say no?
I mean, reasons. I'll tell you later. But
Sarah almost bought me tickets for Bruno Mars when he was doing the concert there.
that'd have been
A
cool.
few years ago.
I like Bruno Mars a
But
lot.
they were stupid expensive, I think.
Yeah. Do you know the Red Rocks Amphitheater is booked out like 4 years in advance? Like, you can't, like, no one can get bookings, doesn't matter how big you are, because that's how booked out they are.
Yeah.
Like, any band or any comedian or anybody can't just be like, hey, I'm me, They're like, nope, we're booked.
Yeah.
We're booked out. 'Cause I think it'd be cool to go see stand-up there. Because, like, I walked up there with Seth and James, and we were just checking it out. And there's tons of people who go up there and work out. Because there's just stairs and stairs and stairs. Running stairs and jumping the benches and shit like that. And just the noise from that and how it echoes off the rocks is crazy. So I couldn't imagine, like, a concert, obviously, or even, like, a stand-up show. And the laughter, I bet it is just crazy to experience that.
That energy
Right?
would be awesome.
Wake up.
What motivates you, Cameron? Pussy? No? Just doing shit?
Yeah, so like that's what I have to do. Like, go to work. So that's what I have to do. So I just do it.
Yeah. That's good to have. 'Cause I struggle with that sometimes. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Wake up in the morning like, do I really need this job?
Right?
I contemplate that every now and then.
Yeah.
More than I should probably, but I wake up, I'm like, is this really worth it?
Well, it's sad.
Probably.
Because I really don't think that humans were created to just do this. And if you really put it in perspective, like, having a job, that 9-to-5 job, is a very new idea in the world of humans. Like, humans before the, what?
It's whatever you were good at.
1800s? Yeah, it was what you were good at, or you just
Or
went...
what your fucking family did.
Yeah, or you just went and fucking survived, because you might not have food for tomorrow. So I really don't think humans are built to do... Like, I don't think we were built to be set in this weird mindset of, you know, just go and do, but we have to now because of society.
Yeah.
We can't survive. Is this water someone's?
Yeah, you know so.
Can I?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say no, it's nobody's, and I was going to drink it anyways.
My last job, I'd have anxiety about, like, going into work. Just fucking, that's the worst.
Yeah.
And, like, for absolutely, like, no reason, you're just in a panic about, like, going and doing something that you, like, know what you're fucking gonna do. It's, like, no big deal.
Right. Well, and that was my thing, too, is, like, I mentioned on here, like, one of the main reasons why my last job I couldn't do anymore is there was too many days when I was driving to work and I'm like, should I just crash my car?
Yeah.
Like, I know it sounds dumb to say,
I
but
fucking
like,
have been there, dude.
it was so miserable.
Call
like,
center.
it's call centers, dude.
Cameron and I would talk about that fucking, like, driving to work, like, fuck all this. Like, this is awful.
Yeah. Because
Dreading going into fucking work.
we can all say it's good fucking money, lots of room for promotion,
Fucking kill your soul.
but it is soul sucking.
For what?
Call center jobs,
Oh, yeah.
because it's just
I've never done them, but from what I've heard from you guys, it's like it's like if you motivated enough,
sure.
and have the attitude to drive yourself to make those achievements.
I think it's just hard. Like I just couldn't get in the mindset of being positive going into that job every day.
I feel
I
like
don't
I
know
always
what it
got
was.
like fucked over by like the smallest little thing where like a lot of my money would get like taken away for like one little error, and then you're just like
You get
fucking
your money
upset
taken
about
away?
it.
Yeah.
For like,
Where it was
what?
like a monthly
Bonus.
bonus and stuff
Uh-huh.
that you make, and that's where like you make all your money. But like one single phone call from one random thing, or there's like 1,000 different ways you could like lose
Yeah.
your whole bonus and stuff, and like it would drive you fucking mad because like especially if they're like changing tons of different things and they change it and then people like grade your calls and it's like okay, like fuck,
And
I
it
know,
could-
but like
And it could literally be like a case scenario where like you've taken like 1,000 calls this month and you had one bad call, but if that's the one bad call that happens to get graded, you can lose your whole entire bonus. Even if all the other 999 were great calls.
yeah.
Because it's just random. And it sucks, like, I know that you want to be 100% on everything, but no one's 100% at anything.
Right.
So it would just...
That or just the caller was like kind of
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah,
know
there's
what's
some
going
people
on and their ratings
that
are
are fucking
Yeah.
impossible
tough.
to deal with.
Yeah, it's definitely that. And like,
there was times I'd get so fucking frustrated, like people trying to understand the math, and like I would break it all down to them, and I would send them everything they would possibly need. I would sit on the calculator with them, like add everything up, and we would go through it step by step together, and I would be like, this number plus this number plus this number. And they're like, yep. And then they would come out with something different and be like fucking pissed about it. I'm like, it's not my fault you don't know how to work a fucking calculator, or you don't read contracts. Like, it tells you exactly, like, these contracts were bulletproof, and like they'd always get mad, and they're like, well, the person that sold us this didn't give us this thing. I was like, it automatically gets sent out as soon as we get it. We send it to your email that you provided. So if you didn't check it, like, or read the fucking fine print, like, that kind of sucks. But I can show you exactly in this contract you sign that says this is how much you fucking pay, and you fucking sign that. What am I supposed to do here? Like, you're stupid. That fucking sucks. Why would you fucking be okay with spending twice as much money for something that's not worth that?
Yeah.
Like, that's your own fucking fault.
People don't pay attention to what they're signing.
Yeah, I still haven't said what company I work for, just because I don't want to. They're a big company, and I don't want to be associated. Yeah. But there was a month where I was pacing to make like a $3,800 bonus check, and like there was only like 3 days left, and I only had one call grade left, and that call grade took away like $2,400 of it. And that's a shitty emotion to go through.
Oh yeah.
When you're expecting almost $4,000 and you get like a fourth of it, and a fourth of it's great, but
still though,
you know, you work your ass off and you're like, oh my god, this is actually happening. Like, I could make a fuck ton of money this month, and then one stupid thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even. It was dumb. It was really dumb the way I lost it. But yeah. I argued that it was out of my control. They said there's nothing we can do about it. So, nothing they could do about it.
Did you fight it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's ways to, like, fight it, but, like, they have a certain set of rules, and even if, like, a circumstance, like, something crazy happens, and, like, you didn't follow exactly what they wanted you to, like, they won't help out.
Right.
Like, you're fucked.
You're like, we don't want to pay you.
Kind of.
That's what it always fucking seemed like.
Yeah. It for me, it was because everything's scripted for the most part, and then when you get a little bit better, you kind of have a little free range to like play with your words and stuff. And where I was supposed to go with one of my where the call I was supposed to,
Verbatim.
Yeah, the verbatim thing it wasn't a verbatim thing. Where I was supposed to take the call next isn't where I took the call, because the question she asked led down a different hole that we needed to go through with her. And I got docked because I didn't go the other path, even though I eventually made it to the other path. That took away like $3,000. Yeah.
When they started changing all of our things for like verbatim and stuff, like they worded stuff so fucking weird. But like if you don't say it word for word, like they can dock you for that. But like sometimes like it's like, is this fucking English? Like what's going on here? And it's like you have to read like 5 of those. And then if they want to change something at the last second, you have to read them all over again.
Makes you wonder who the heck makes those things.
Lawyers.
Well, and I get why they make it, because like
they fucking protect themselves.
It's shitty for us, like for workers, but they have to be said because, you know, people can always try to come back and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, it's recorded.
Because it's a change of contract, pretty much. Yeah. Like, if people need to change their dates on which they pay and stuff, it's practically a change of contract. So if we didn't read it verbatim, they could get out of that contract because we didn't stick to it. But if they took us to court, we could pull out the phone call where we read exactly what needed to be said. They agreed to it verbally. That's that.
It was funny. So where I kind of just fell off with that job is I got transferred. Well, it was a promotion to a different sector, and it was doing a whole different type of work. And I was pretty pumped for that, but then I found out that they don't make bonus. So then I was just taking calls with no incentive, and it was just awful. But
Did you, in a sense, take a pay cut?
I got a pay raise. My hourly pay raise went up, but I was making less money than I was because I wasn't getting bonuses.
Right, yeah.
So
it was not. It was more like a slap to the face.
But if you rarely got your bonuses, it could be a good thing.
Yeah,
but if you were good enough, getting your bonuses more normal than most people,
Yeah.
then, you know.
It wasn't a slap in the face to get the promotion. I was definitely pleased at getting the promotion. I didn't know there wasn't incentives.
Mhm.
So going in, I was thinking, oh, I'm just going to be making more money all around because I get incentives and I get hourly bump. But then I found out that there was no incentives, and I always got my bonuses. So if like Chandler said, if I wasn't making my bonuses, it would have just been fine. But now I'm just taking calls to get paid hourly, and it's really hard to take a call knowing that it doesn't matter.
Maybe they do that to the people that are making those bonuses.
Mm,
To where they're like, oh, you do
no, I applied for it.
this. You applied?
Yeah, and I got picked out of like a pretty big group of people who applied. So it wasn't like, because I could have just stayed and then went and did a different section, like get promoted to a different area of what I was doing and still make the bonuses.
Right,
I just wanted to change it up.
right.
I just didn't know that I'd be changing it up and cutting my bonuses.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to go, this is the funny part, if I wanted to go back, they take your pay cut away. They take your pay raise away.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So,
I feel like I always suck at like jobs kind of like that because I always like sympathize so much with
With
like
the
people
people?
that like I just
Yeah.
want to help them out as much as possible, even if it like fucks over the company. But in my mind, it's like they got money.
me too.
Like
Me too.
I'd rather fucking help out this one person here and save like anything and everything, and like it's not gonna make a fucking difference to the company. Like, what's one customer besides the fact that it's like every customer I talk to?
Right. No,
And,
that
like,
was...
when I worked at like some of those kind of like type of fast food places up at that Weber.
Mhm.
Like people were like struggling. Like these college kids that were like my age, going to college, had no money and like wanted food. Like I'll fucking give them so much free food.
Right.
Like load this shit up like crazy and just like give away tons of shit because I'm like, it's not funny. Like they don't know. They
Right.
don't know I'm doing this. Like I'm gonna feel way better helping out this fucking starving kid than fucking making the company an extra $5.
Yeah, we give away pizza all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if we mess up, if someone comes in and they're cool, we'll give them the mess up if it hasn't already gotten eaten, or just give people free breadsticks and shit. Like,
Yeah.
just...
Always feels good.
Oh, and it's the little things that, like, bring people back. You know?
Making people's day makes your day better.
It's true.
Makes you happy when you see other people happy.
On top of the fact, it's good business practice, because, like, I'm sure you guys have heard stories from people where they go to a restaurant and it's just awful. Probably never end up going there.
Oh yeah.
But when someone has a great experience, you're like, maybe I'll go try it.
Yeah.
And then that person's always going back too because they had a great experience. And that experience may never happen again. Like maybe they got a free pizza for no reason.
Yeah.
And then they kept coming back, but they never got another free pizza. They just keep coming back because they're like, oh yeah, that one time I got a free
Yeah.
pizza. You know?
Cool people there and good service.
Right. But not always, but I try and give like all the high school kids free pizza when they come in.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like,
Tell all their friends fucking bring in my
Yeah.
company.
If I knew if they needed it,
right.
so in a way, I'm like, I can hook you up. Or
Right.
if I knew you were like,
They were
those-
cool.
Yeah, that or just like
Oh, dude. Well,
they had
like,
money and I could tell they're like, I see what you're wearing.
Right.
But those
I'm
assholes,
jealous.
though, man. Oh, I'll fucking give
Assholes.
it to them all day.
Yeah.
There was
Like, call centers and like those places.
yeah,
they're
he's
fucking rude. It's just like,
ravage it. Those are my favorite calls.
yeah, I'm like, I can't do anything. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I could, but like,
it was
you're
due
a
last
fucking,
week.
yeah.
Can I
You're
do
an
something?
asshole. Like, like, I don't understand people. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna call in here, yell at me for a bunch of time, and I'm gonna fucking help you.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna help you, obviously, but like, I'm not gonna go above and beyond and like really, really help you as much as I know I can.
My favorite ones is when they chew you out and they're like, well, can I get that late fee removed? No, bitch, you can't get that late fee removed. But
That's when you put the mute button.
Right.
Say it out loud.
Yeah.
And then unmute it and then say what you need to say.
right.
My favorite was when people would call in complaining that like there was like a missed payment and they said like we didn't try it or something, but it's like always the bank. It's like we can call the bank and we can have a three-way call the bank, and then like it's like
Bank's
it was
like,
like
"No?"
there was this one lady I was talking to. She was like screaming at me for like 30 minutes, and I finally convinced her like, yes, we can call your bank. We can get this all sorted out. And then as soon as she like talked to that bank guy, like she realized like I was in the right that whole time. She had been arguing with me. And then she was super nice to me, and I just got to sit there and listen to her bitch at this bank employee all the time. I was like, this is awesome.
Right.
And then she tried to put me in a situation where it was like she was trying to have me like team up on the bank person, but I was like, I know this guy, like, it wasn't his fucking fault.
It's
So,
not that guy's
yeah,
fault.
like, I knew exactly how he felt because I was in the same boat, so I was like, trying to like dodge in between and stuff and say stuff that's like, you definitely don't like 100%, like, it's not your fault, but it kind of is. But,
That's what I was doing near the end. Is I was in a department that fixed problems, and it was awful because every person that I talked to has already had a problem,
yeah,
and I'm the one trying to resolve the problem.
yeah.
And it sucks, and we definitely called a lot of banks, but those were the best ones. Is like usually the call starts with like, you know, person irate at me, and like it was half and half. Half of it was our fault, half of it was like a bank's fault. When it was the bank's fault, we call the bank, and the bank's like, oh yeah, we definitely sent that through 4 times trying to get it to work, and that accrued 4 overdraft fees or whatever, and just I'm just sitting and I put myself on mute, and I'm like, this is gonna be fun. And the people just start, what, 4 over, blah, 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 and just blowing up on the bank person. I'm like, this is what I was dealing with. Sorry, dude. Should have gave you a heads up that this person is absolutely insane. Looks like you guys are gonna make a band. You're right, Go Eagles, we are.
Oh, yeah.
The Bearded Beavers. Catch our album next fall.
That's what we should have called it.
Bearded Beavers. Yeah, it's just not good work. I don't know.
Did you guys ever get, okay, I guess, we'll switch it up a little bit. Did you guys ever get interesting calls or anything funny? They're like,
Yeah.
you remembered anything?
Yeah.
All the time.
What was that one guy's name?
Like
remember?
call center rock stars. You're right. What's up, Synthesizer?
Like Turnip Seed?
Turnip Seed Tony.
Yeah.
What?
There's some guy's name was like weird shit, like Turnip Seed Tony. There's also one that I remember this lady was like huge into UFOs and was like, if you ever had any crazy stories, like please give me a call, and like all this, and like she would talk for like it was like the longest voicemail ever, but like she would like go into like UFO shit and like give all of her information out and get any crazy stories, like let her know and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, there's crazy shit. The most fun was coming across like a unique name that you've never really seen, and you have about 3 seconds to pronounce that first and last name, and if you've never seen it before, you just butcher it.
Right.
Just awful. And Cameron was infamous for, if he didn't know how to pronounce a name, he just hang up.
Oh no!
Just dip and just he's like, nah, not this
It's
one.
Okay.
Yeah, if you didn't know how to pronounce it, you can just hang up on him. Which is
There's
fucking
one that
awesome.
stands out like really well for me, and doing that job and seeing so many different names, you start to realize that like Hollywood pokes fun at funny names, but it's real. I kept trying to get a hold of someone named Starquisha.
Oh,
That was her real legal name,
Starquisha.
Starquisha. I'm not saying
Who in
anything.
the right mind would name their kid that?
I'm not saying anything.
There's the
but
weirdest names out there, dude. You don't even fucking know.
I'm sure Starquisha has. It's quite fun to talk to.
I would have thought that she would have changed her name, but if she loves
I'm
it,
sure she doesn't go by that.
Yeah.
I can't. Well, maybe. Maybe she
I love
rocks it.
butchering people's
Star.
names though. So
Right.
much fun.
Yeah. Except when you get ones that are definitely Middle Eastern, and there's lots of R's and L's in places that R's and L's aren't supposed to be. And you're like, I don't know how to say that.
The worst was when people would call in that only spoke a certain language that no one in our entire company spoke.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was like,
What does
I don't
he
know, this
speak?
one's kind of similar to this one. This
How
guy
the
speaks
heck
that.
did you guys even get them? From the
Hey, not delivery. 7 months in a row. My man, thank you.
I don't know. They went to, because it was just where we were working, it's just any store that wanted to work with us could. So it could be some crazy store that sells mostly a certain type of stuff that, I don't know, Middle Eastern kind of people want to buy or something along those lines. And the store people obviously would be able to speak that language
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
English. And if they got signed up for something they didn't fully understand, then get sent to us, like, I don't know, we had a Spanish department.
Yeah, that's what we had too.
There was like times where like someone that only speaks like Portuguese would call him.
Okay,
Like, oh,
so I guess let me
kinda-
ask you another question that comes with that is, most of your calls, since we're here, are there other callers from just around within these states, or is it around
nationwide.
nation? No, but I'm asking you, on average, were your callers from within the states or out of
maybe
the
got one or
countryside?
two within the state.
Yeah.
Because
Most of them were
where we
out?
were working, we also had a place in Phoenix, and I feel like they
So-
probably
so-
put most of our calls from our state to Phoenix, and then most
But
of
what
their
about
calls.
out of the country
There wasn't
calls?
There wasn't
No.
anything out of the country.
So I'm just curious because
I don't think
anytime I
the
call,
company
I
was
call
like-
for anything. I feel like it's always out of the country.
Yeah.
I love talking to people from like different parts and stuff, and like
I love
when
and
we were
hate
working
it.
there, all those hurricanes
Just
were
don't like-
happening, and like people would like tell us fucking crazy stories and stuff.
Yeah.
There's one guy, like, I just talked to him for like an hour about random bullshit. But,
Yeah.
like, you know, the people grading your calls, if it's more than like 12 minutes, they won't ever listen to
Right.
it. Never. Because they have to sit and listen to every single second of it. So if it was pretty long, they're not going to listen to it. Like,
But, like,
anywhere from
an
7
hour,
to like
30
12
minutes,
minutes. 7 to 12 minutes, that's the only calls they would listen to.
I talked to some lady that was in like 14 movies.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know, I can't remember her name or whatever, but we talked for like an hour and a half about Hollywood. Because like she called we called her because she just missed something and she'd never missed anything before, so we were just like, hey, what's up? And she was like, oh, that's funny, I don't ever miss anything, blah 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 blah. And I can't remember what we started talking about, but she's like, oh yeah, I've been in like 14 movies. And she's like, you can pull up the movies. So I pulled up her fucking IMDb, and she had like
Shit.
movie credit. No movies I've never heard of,
Yeah.
but you know, movies that are not just underground shit.
Did I
And
tell you about the cool guy I was talking to in Hawaii, and he offered to send me out there and stay with him for like a week?
oh, what?
Yeah, some fucking cool dude, and like he was all talking about like partying and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm being recorded, but like, yes, oh yes, like he was talking about like drugs.
That's
alcohol,
when
all
you
this,
were
and I was
just
like,
talk.
and I could
12
just, like-
minutes past. All right, now we can talk.
all I could say is just like, mm-hmm,
Mhm.
yeah, totally.
Shoot me your number, homie.
He gave me his number. I
Oh,
already
shit.
had it on file, obviously. I was
Yeah.
calling him, but he gave me his number. He was like, yeah, dude, just let me know, and you can come out here and stay at our place and stuff. And I don't know, him and I were cracking a bunch of jokes, like, back and forth towards each other, but I don't know, his girl was also, like, listening in. She was like, yeah, my wife really wants you to come, too, because, like, I don't know, they were having time of their life, because they were laughing, like, the whole fucking time. And I don't know, he was so fucking cool and stuff. Like, I helped that guy out so much. Like,
Yeah.
that guy was set. Like, I pushed, like, payments back, like, for a while. Like, he pretty much got everything he bought for free.
Not delivery says he wanted to bring you out there and turn you into a walrus.
I ain't gonna turn into no Tusk. No fucking way, no how.
Oh,
That's what I
didn't-
was thinking.
Did I tell you I went and rewatched it finally?
Oh, thank God.
I was so uncomfortable through that whole movie because of how bad that experience was for me. Like,
I fucking love that movie. Just like,
oh, I don't know what it was.
yeah.
For those of you who don't know,
Tusk is the greatest movie ever made.
Tusk is a movie that has been made, and when I got introduced to it by Chandler here, I was pretty dang high, and not the good kind of high where you're like, oh, ha, ha, ha. The kind of high where I was like paranoid and anxious and just kind of like smoked way too much. And we put on Tusk, and like I was all about Tusk for like the first 25 minutes. I was like, oh yeah,
And then
he has
just,
a
like,
podcast
dramatic
called
terms.
Nazi Party Podcast. I was like, that's funny, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy starts getting really creepy, and I was like, okay, this is a creepy movie. I could even handle the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Like,
That was my favorite part.
and then you see the fucking walrus, and in my mind, I panicked and just lost it. Like, it was fucking with me so hard.
It's like one of my favorite scenes because like it doesn't show anything at all. Then all of a sudden, just full blown like
Full-blown walrus.
functioning walrus.
I just... Like, I
But
don't
like
know.
that dinner scene where he says it's a Bitsy Spider sings that, like
He
the
stands
most like
up.
fucking dramatic scene ever. I feel like it took like such a crazy
Yeah.
turn of emotions. It's like all kind of like funny, kind of crazy, kind of worried, and then it's like, oh god, this
This
guy's
guy's
like
fucking
full
insane.
fucking crazy.
Well, there's things I didn't catch the first time I watched it, like
Like
the
him
first-
crossing his legs.
Yeah, him crossing his fucking legs.
The
I'm
second time I watched it, I was like, That motherfucker. Yeah.
It's definitely. I haven't watched Yoga Hosers though.
I don't really care for that one.
Yeah.
Forced me to watch it again.
Again.
Like, yeah, for like the second time, I was like,
It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I think everyone should watch Tusk once, but don't do it. Do it sober. The Perfect Host was a fun movie.
Wait, The Perfect Host.
I don't know if I've seen The Perfect Host.
Sounds
That sounds way
familiar.
familiar.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Kind of reminds me of the movie The Game. It's an older movie from like the 80s, but like the company like sets everything up, like does a bunch of tests on you, like psychoanalyzes to figure out what like the perfect experience for you was.
Oh shit!
And it's like full blown like crazy. Like the guy even like shoots his brother because he like knows it's a game, but like they make it because he's like a super rich dude that like runs this company and stuff, where they like know he'll like try to figure out like a way out of it and stuff. So they have his brother like kind of like be like it's all set up just to rob all your money and stuff. So he like they made it seem like he lost all of his money and then he was gonna get like killed by them or something like that. And then he like, shot his brother, and even that was fake. But after he shot his brother, he like jumped off a roof
Oh wow!
and he landed on like this fucking like balloon thing. So they knew he was gonna fucking do that, and they knew he was gonna fucking accidentally shoot his brother.
Oh wow!
And so it was like just continuous fucking trip till like he fucking tried to kill himself, and then it was just like a full blown party around all that. And they're like, "How was your game?"
Oh
It's
fuck!
like, fucking craziest thing ever. Yeah.
Oh, he
What
says
is
that
that?
was Michael Douglas. Yeah. Falling Down, definitely my favorite Douglas movie. I think I've seen Falling Down.
Sounds familiar. You should watch The Game though. I think it's on
Yeah.
Netflix. It's crazy.
Sounds
The
like you're right,
Game.
man.
I just got into like a bunch of movies from like the 80s and 90s. Just
A lot of good movies.
Yeah.
Have you watched all of Black Mirror?
I've only seen a few
I
episodes.
really like Black Mirror.
I don't know. I've heard great things. I really like the first few.
Oh my
And so I
god!
just haven't really got back into it.
See,
I haven't really been watching a lot of TV recently.
it scares me.
It creeps me out.
Like the
Seeing-
cause
it
all-
makes me. It gets me
Crazy
paranoid.
shit.
Yeah,
honestly.
because it's shit that's like doesn't seem far
possibly.
off.
Yeah,
You know. Especially have you seen all of them?
I've only seen kind of the same, like
Yeah.
majority of the first season, but not a lot.
There's one that I highly recommend that I think everyone here will like. The gist of it is this guy is traveling the world and he like stops in England or something like that. I can't remember. And he gets invited or he has a offer to go test a video game
Oh,
and it's VR. And boy is it fucked up. So like it's a horror game, and how the video game works is when you're in it, it recognizes all your fears and it plays on all your fears. But the twists that happen are unpredictable.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but it fucked with my brain real hard.
Hmm.
Because you're like, wow, that's crazy. How's that happening? And then they go a layer deeper, and you're like, wait a minute. This
I
isn't
like
good.
fucking like movies like that or shows.
You're like, this isn't good. And then they throw another layer deep, and you're like, oh.
mine. I think the ones from what I've watched, there was two that I remember pretty well. But the one just like was the one where they get hacked and different people and that one person or people make them do stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they don't do this, you're gonna get this leaked. And about that one was intense.
Is that Marcus from Underworld Evolution in the bottom right corner? Let's see. Let's spell that right. Damn, it might be. Cameron, are you this guy?
Beautiful eyes.
Dude, just get those contacts.
Both got blue eyes.
Should have said yes from the very start.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are fucked up in that one.
Dude, I love Underworld.
Yeah,
It's
Underworld's
one of
great.
my favorites.
Definitely the first one too.
Yeah.
Where she chops that dude's
Oh.
fucking head in half.
Yep.
Yeah. I just watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon again.
What am I? Oh,
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That movie's fucking.
Which one's that one?
The
The
classic.
funny one?
No. Classic kung fu movie.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Lots of.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
You guys watch Young Guns on Netflix yet?
Yeah.
The movie's so fucking good. Watched it like 3
I
times.
got
since
Young
it's-
Guns on DVD.
Yeah. Watched it like 3 times since it's been on Netflix.
And the second one is just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young Guns is so
I
fucking
hadn't seen
good.
that movie for so long. Like, it's like watching it for the first time again.
Yeah. Me and you grew up on those same types of movies.
I don't know what movie that is.
Young Guns.
Young Guns on
Shit.
Netflix, old cowboy movie. You should definitely watch it.
Cowboy movie.
It's dope as fuck.
You gotta be handy with a still if you know what I mean. Run your keep.
Really?
That's what movie that's from. The Regulators.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait. What's it about? Or who's in it?
It's about Billy the Kid.
And the main guy is
That's
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio Estevez. Charlie Sheen's in it too.
The
but-
Mighty Duck Man.
Yeah. Those two are brothers, you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen and
One of them
Yeah.
just took their dad's name. I think Charlie Sheen made.
I think he's adopted.
Uh,
Something like that.
I thought he chose like a stage name or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Young Guns is on Netflix. It is.
Yeah.
It's great though. But yeah, that's where that line came from in the Regulator song. Is Young Guns.
I remember you used to play that song all the time. Fucking dope song.
It
It's
is.
great.
Still one of my
Driving me home
favorites.
from that fight in your red Honda Civic.
Hell yeah.
Regulators. Then you tried drifting.
Bound
It's
up.
not good.
Do you remember when me, you, and Andres sang the whole song?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good time. I can't remember if we were a little baked or not, but
I don't
If
remember.
anyone's gonna sing any song, it's fucking Gino. That guy knows every lyric to
Oh
every
my
song
God.
ever written.
Yeah.
I remember one night he was drunk and we were playing music and he just was like, I
Going
thought he was
at
like
it.
pretty much passed out, but he was just sitting there like closed eyes and like singing every song. I was like, the fuck is going on here?
he came on here, but I actually didn't make it. I was fucking sick. I don't know. I haven't talked to Gino in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've talked to him.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Good old Gino boy.
Gino the Filipino.
Gino, you do have to stop pretending to hit people though when you get drunk.
Pa 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 pa.
That gets a little annoying. I don't know if
He
anyone's
is
told you
known
that,
for
but
that.
you know,
He is known for that.
definitely not a good look, my friend.
It's good for a few minutes. No, a couple minutes.
It's good when you haven't experienced it before.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not good the 400th time, but you know, you do you, boo boo. Not Delivery says I just watched a newer one on Netflix called Swordmaster 2016. That was fun for the over-the-top, awesome Asian action style. I fucking love over-the-top Asian action. It's just silly, but it's cool. Heads cutting off and
I just watched. This is kind of different, but it's called Mile 22 with Mark Wahlberg.
any good.
Yes, hated the ending.
Is that the one that's in the theaters
Mm-hmm.
with what's her butt from The Walking Dead and
The fighter.
the Rhonda?
Yep.
Yeah.
Her acting was, for what she is, and
She's not a UFC fighter anymore.
yeah, I figured.
WWE, dude.
Wait, really?
Yeah. She got her ass pounded in the dirt a couple times and then went
Got
to
scared.
WWE.
Damn.
I think she just... I think Ronda Rousey was exciting to watch during the time, but it was so fresh. Like, women's fighting was so fresh that there wasn't really that many talented people. And then all the talented people showed up.
Yeah,
And then Ronda Rousey's no more.
I figured.
Because you get
I was like,
someone...
oh, we're gonna get some girl that I know I can fucking beat.
Because you get people like this. I don't know how to spell her last name.
Nunez?
You get women like this who go in there and just beat the tar out of other women. And then you get people like that who've done more steroids than you can count, who go beat up people like Ronda Rousey. Like it's their day job.
Mm.
I'm not fighting her.
No
Look
fucking
at that
chance.
face. It's the face of a fucking... I'm gonna stab you and beat you up. Let's see if I can find Chris Cyborg
Oh god.
Shredded. Is that what I want to go for? And look at that. That's scary.
Mm.
Those arms are bigger than mine, for sure.
I wouldn't want to get hit by her.
Fuck no.
Whoop my ass up and down.
She's a very scary looking woman. Oh, that lady? She's a heavyweight fighter, I think. I think that's fake. But yeah, she used to put hands on people pretty bad.
I'll fucking doubt it.
But yeah, because like when Ronda fought Amanda Nunez, it honestly was so embarrassing to watch.
I bet.
Because like it didn't look like Ronda Rousey had ever been hit before. Like you just kind of like, this looks like a fucking amateur fighting a professional.
Maybe all these people that knew they could beat the shit out of her were like, oh, this is how famous we can get and
Hey,
how much
probably.
money we can make. Like, we go fucking whoop her up and down.
Well, and Ronda got this. I think what happened is Ronda had a bad person influencing her, and that was her boxing instructor. Because her boxing instructor was strictly boxing and wanted her to be a stand-up fighter, when she was known for her fucking throws and arm bars. That was her bread and butter. That's what got her 9 victories straight in less than a minute in each fight. And then she tried to stray away from that, and Holly Holm kicked her in the face and knocked her out. And then Amanda Nunez, like, look, let me see this. Find a picture of her. Ronda getting beat up. Let's see if I can find the picture of her after Nunez.
Say Ronda after Nunez.
Yeah.
Ooh, still though.
There was a great picture of her like a day after, and she just looked like she got hit with a lead
Swollen.
pipe. That was her walking out. That's not too bad.
Everything, bunch of bruises and stuff.
Right. Let's see, Ronda after Holly.
Maybe put in like day after.
Yeet. There's a website that does all the day afters and stuff, but
That documentary we were talking about with the enforcers for hockey, they were talking about some of their injuries.
yeah,
It's
not
this guy practically. It sounded like he got his fucking face bashed in with like a hammer or something. He had like a few metal plates in his forehead down here. It was pretty much like it sounded like he had a metal face because he just kept going down. He's like metal jaw right here, metal plate here, here. Like just practically went over his whole face from just fighting and boxing.
Well, what's
Or hockey.
fighting in hockey. Well, what's scary is like the detached retinas and stuff, because that's not hard to do. Like, it's not hard to get a detached retina, and like too many times of getting hit with a detached retina, you go blind, and you'll lose vision in your eye, and that happens to a lot of people. Like, I don't know if it's like after you get your orbital socket broken,
Or not letting you have enough time to heal in between hits and stuff, and then it's kind of like concussions. Like, if you don't give it enough time to heal, it just triples the damage.
No, because like one of the most popular UFC fighters, Michael Bisping, he can't see like out of one of his eyes. That's not good.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
So all he says, what you're saying is that you could go into hockey again, mess someone up if they hit you. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure hitting someone with a metal jaw doesn't feel too good. But I don't know.
Well, everyone's trying to get fighting out of hockey, but this documentary kind of explained it perfectly. It's like if the refs miss something or don't call something and the teams feel like they just got cheated out of something, it comes down to the enforcer to make sure their team feels like we took care of it. Like, that's that now. And I know they were saying that, like, because they were talking about concussions and stuff, but since fighting's gone down, concussions have gone up.
Right.
Because people are like taking cheap shots without any repercussions of this big monster is going to come out here and fuck you up if you mess that dude up or take a cheap shot on him.
Well, people need to realize too, like, pushing violence out of sports is stupid. It's entertainment.
Yeah. Well, they said too, the first ever like official hockey game ended in bench clearing brawl. So the first official hockey game that was held in an arena ended with a bench clearing brawl
Makes
between
sense.
the two teams. So it's like it's been around forever, and like what they're talking about with like those enforcers, like it pretty much makes it so like a really great player feels like he's got someone protecting him all the time, so he can go out there and just leave it all out on the court or on the
On the whatever
ice.
rink. I just don't get the whole idea of taking, like, the whole football thing where, like, everyone's like, gotta protect the quarterback now, can't. Hey!
That scared me a little bit.
The Wiener Stanley story? Yeah, I'll give you a Wiener Stanley story in a couple. I'll explain what happened that night. But I think taking, like, fighting and the aggression out of these sports is kind of silly because these athletes knew going in what the risk was.
Yeah.
No one held a gun to their head and say, hey, go
So
get
all those
hit,
people
go
were
get
talking about in the documentary,
concussions.
like we know what's going on.
Right.
And like when they come down to like an actual fist fight, like the two people doing it always agreed on it.
Right.
One guy like didn't want to do it right there, and he's like,
No.
I'm just tired. Like I'm at the end of my shift. Like you want to do a second quarter? I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like and they're totally gentlemen about it.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff,
it's...
and like they know whether like they get fucked up. Like they knew what they're getting into. Like any sport, you know you have a potential of fucking getting crazy injuries and
Right.
stuff, and they still fucking do it because that's what they want to do.
Well, and especially now, like, we're finally starting to see, like, sadly, the long-term repercussions of, like, hits to the head, like Junior Seau, the football player, killing himself,
Fucking crazy.
just because his brain was fucked,
Yeah.
and different things like that. But, people aren't going to stop doing it. They know that there's a high reward with a high risk with it.
Yeah. It's like you can live like a professional athlete for how many years?
Right.
If you just, I don't know, get the shit kicked out of you for a little bit.
Oh, no Stanley story needed. Well, Forrest gave you a Wiener Stanley story, so the next time you're in here, and thank you for the 40 bits, we appreciate
Did not
that.
scare me this time.
Didn't
It
get you?
startled me. I look over and like, shit. Hey, it's waking me up.
There you go. I'll give you my own Wiener Stanley story, because there's lots of Wiener Stanley stories. So what it was is...
I saw the clip of
You
this.
saw the clip? Yeah,
Yeah.
we put it on Facebook as like an actual video and like all over
This
social
Forrest
media.
weird story or something.
Yeah. He was a little
No, I can tell.
under the influence, and a bunch of guys, including Shanna Brand, I think that's how you pronounce it, came in here and they were asking for a Wiener Stanley story, and Forrest improv'd like a 9-minute story off the top of his head about Wiener Stanley, and it was
It's pretty off the walls.
it was off the walls, and the little noises he was making, like,
Yeah, that's funny. 9 minutes?
yeah, it was
Fuck.
9 minutes of improv. It was pretty good.
You seem like you got distracted a lot, but enough time to think for the next thing.
Yeah.
You're like perfect.
I was trying really hard not to laugh, like, and throw him off because it was just so random.
Yeah.
And in the moment, it was pretty funny. But yeah, improv's cool. I like improv, being on your toes.
I could probably do some of that improv sometimes.
We could play some of the Whose Line Is It In Anyways games. Hey, what's up, MX Dub? It has been a minute.
Fuck, you know what would be fun to play? Like,
Hey, fun.
wait, can you play card games here? Or can you not show their...
Yeah, we play card games.
I was thinking, you know how they do Cards Against Humanity and one of us has to pick which one's the best one?
Yeah.
Have them pick.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
Sarah bought this game. It's the iPhone, pretty much the same thing. You guys played it at our house, I think, right? Yeah. And it's just a picture, and you have to, with the cards you have, you just have to pick the best one that suits that picture. And it's kind of just a random picture.
So instead
Right.
of a phrase, it's just a picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Mostly
I've heard of
memes.
that.
That'd be fun to have
Isn't it
them
called What Do
choose
You Mean?
who gets the
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
I think that's what game it is.
Can I have some of your vape?
Yeah.
Some of your bape, as the kids say now.
I don't know why that drives me crazy.
Vape.
Oh, that's a new thing.
What
I was
drives you
thinking
crazy?
just
Oh, I don't know. Bro, can I chief your vape, bro?
vape. I don't know why. It drives me bonkers.
I don't think I was ever one of those guys.
I don't think I've ever called it that
No.
a single day in my life.
Vape?
Yeah.
Okay,
Call
maybe
it
that,
e-cig.
like, e-cig, but depending on the person. Some people don't even know what a vape is, or what an e-cig is, or what a
Yeah.
mod is. Mainly just mods. Like, hey, can I have my mod back? They're like, huh?
Any electric
what?
smoking device, I call it fucking
That thing
e-cig.
you're inhaling
E-cig,
from.
yeah. Box mod, my whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I
So
mixed
many
up.
things.
What have you been up to lately? You swapped off night shift and chilling now?
Like a villain.
Probably haven't been in here like a month or two, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm working on a stand-up routine.
Like, cool.
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
gonna...
one of those.
I try my hardest not to laugh.
Oh, you're fucking rude.
Hey,
Damn. Harsh.
hey, that'd be better for you. If
No.
I laugh, that means
I don't think so.
That's good.
it's funny as hell.
Okay, well,
But I mean, it is hard for me not to
I'll
laugh
bring the
already.
challenge.
I
Enjoying
feel like
the
I have a
laughs.
weird sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's just gonna be all
Like,
stories.
it's gotta be really funny for me to laugh.
Mine's gonna be all stories from my past.
Sometimes even if I
So-
find it funny, like I
Give
still
it a
don't
little.
laugh. I give them a little sympathy.
So we went out last night. I was walking outside of Gracie's, and you know how they're doing the little electric scooters now. It's like 4 people that were passing us, all kids, all probably like mid-20s, mid-low 20s, so I guess our age. But I want to say they were all brown. I'm pretty sure they were all brown kids. And they were getting pretty close because they were crossing the street and getting into the sidewalk, even though they aren't supposed to be on the sidewalk. Getting really close to us, one by one, closer and closer. And then Steve's like, "Can you guys you guys cutting it close?" But he said it loud, and one of the guys said, "Go fuck yourself" or something like that. Ooh, just like that. Steve turned around, and was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And when I look over, and kids are just on their little things, just riding. Turning around, it's like, "Fuck you, blah blah," saying all these shit. I'm like, it goes to show what person you are going and doing that.
Right.
But it was just the funniest thing. Steve's like, "Dude," he's like, "Are you with me or are you with me?" It's like, "Are you down if something goes down?" I'm like, "I mean, if something happens, I'm there. I'm waiting."
Manuel's like,
What
I'll
a
hit
bad day
somebody.
for scooter kids.
Right.
Dude, in my mind, I was playing. I'm like, man, if they came back this way and they were like trying to talk shit while they were passing by, I just put my arm out, just lay them flat. But yeah, no, they were like already a block over and they were still saying shit. I'm like,
I always hate
Come
that
back.
so much when people like talk shit and like drive off or
Yeah.
something.
what he
Reminds
was
me of that
saying.
one time we were playing lifesavers in the streets and those fucking kids.
Oh god, those kids would have got the fucking work.
Yeah, me and James were so close to getting to that car.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
that'd been great. So, before we get to that backstory, MX Dub, see, I'm a longtime WoW player, and I quit like 8 months ago because I was addicted. JK, but for real. And I was like, I better not play this expansion and get addicted again. So I like launched my Blizzard thing to click on Overwatch, and it popped up and it's like, hey motherfucker, you should play WoW again. And contemplated suicide and bought the expansion, but haven't played yet. So I feel ya. Lightsaber story. That was fun. Those kids disappeared. I don't know where they went.
Yeah, we tried to find them.
Because that
we were
would have.
determined as fuck
Like-
to find those kids. We drove around for like 20
I
minutes
wanna
trying to
know
find
the
those
story.
kids.
So, and they were just being typical dumb kids at night. Me, James, and Chandler were playing lightsabers in the street just because.
It was the middle of the night and
It was the middle
lightsabers
of the
light
night.
up and looked cool.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked cool as shit. And this car came past, and we were like, "Ooh, let's like fuck with them, like let's walk out like we have lightsabers." And we were like, I can't remember what the thought process was.
was.
And like, they like rolled down their windows and just started calling us like,
Well, they like slammed on the brakes too to
Yeah.
like talk shit for a minute, and there was like, car was full, little sedan or something,
Yeah.
like all the windows down, screaming shit.
yeah, and like they were saying like fucking F word, the other F word which you can't say on here, the one that's close to calling someone a maggot, but without the M.
and insert
Oh,
the F.
oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And like just saying all sorts of shit. And James is the closest one to the car, and he launches the lightsaber at him, and he's just, get the fuck out of the car, blah, blah, blah. And, like, they gas, and then they would stop, and, like...
But James was, like, in full sprint mode. Like, out of nowhere, like, James
got
was,
speed.
like... As soon as they said, like, one thing, James was like, what, motherfuckers? And he...
Boy's fast
sprint.
as shit for his
Yeah.
size.
Yeah, and he, like, got there super
Yeah,
quick.
and he was
like,
on that car.
Yeah, and, like, I think those kids had a heart attack once they, like, realized... This isn't like a few 15-year-olds hanging out in the street. These kids are older than you.
Yeah.
Yes, they were playing with lightsabers, but most of them have
Don't
facial
mess with
hairs.
anyone
You
with
were
a
in high
lightsaber.
school, and these kids look. Yeah. Me,
I think
James,
that was
and
the
Wesley,
scary
like,
thing. So was James was like up there like trying to catch the car. Me and Chandler ran back and got in my car and picked up James, and we were gonna go find him, but I don't know where they went
Yeah, those kids fucking dipped real
because
quick.
we weren't that far behind them.
Yeah, I thought we were on their trail for like the whole time, and then all of a sudden, like,
Nothing.
gone. Yeah, lucky.
They got really lucky that night.
Reminds me of the time where the guy threw his drink on the freeway at me, and I was just all I saw was red, and I followed him. I was going like probably a solid 100 miles, just probably for a few miles, just weaving in and out of traffic. And he got off the exit. I lost him for a minute, and I just guessed the right street while he was pulled over. Oh, dude, I let him have it.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't get out of the car because I was just not dealing with that shit. But, dude, he just looked at me.
Why do you throw a drink at you?
He told me after I started yelling at him. He's like, dude, it has not been my day, blah, blah, blah. Like, I could see, like, everything in his car. So he either probably lost his job or got kicked out or something.
Right.
But I'm like, dude, you
Maybe
have
just
no
tossed the
right
drink and
to fucking
didn't
throw
think
shit
about
at someone else's cars. Like, do you even know why I was fucking honking at you? Because he was in the middle of two lanes and going fast. And I'm like, I had to swerve out for him not to hit me. So I told him, like, dude, that's what you did. And I don't think he realized what he was doing. But after I told him what he did and what I did because of that, his reasoning to throwing his drink at me was just like, shit.
Gone, yeah.
It was gone. But, dude, he looked scared out of his mind
Oh,
because I was
sure.
just furious. I don't think I've ever gotten that mad. Well, only a few times. But, he was scared.
I can remember one time.
I
Chandler
can
was
remember
involved.
one time. Yeah,
Which
Do you-
I think we all know exactly what that time
Oh,
was.
come on.
Jordan's house.
Yeah.
No, not Jordan.
Oh shit.
Second one. This involves you too. We were at my house.
Oh,
We
shit,
decided
yeah.
we were gonna play, like, I don't know, shoot each other with airsoft guns and run around the neighborhood.
Oh.
And that fucking guy got out of his
Oh,
car
dude.
and got in your face. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm almost gonna light this poor old man up right now.
Oh, no, yeah. I think
And then I broke the fence trying to jump it because I'm
Yeah.
a big boy. And my dad yelled at us.
I remember one time we were at some party up in Bountiful, and I don't know why, but we all decided to like run out, and there was like a metal fence, and we were all jumping over it, and the metal fence fell over and hit Jeff Belcher right in the back
dude,
of the
I know what
And
house.
he was
That
just
was
like
for my
pinned and
birthday.
forces, yeah. I was
was
like,
my
I'll save
18th
you, and like
birthday.
lifted up and like carried him off and stuff. Yeah,
That day,
that was one of the
that was
funniest
up. That was up in the mountain.
yeah.
For
Some
my
French
sister
girl's
took
house.
me up. That's when she got in trouble. That's where I almost got in trouble with my parents. That's the date before I got a big ass ticket for trying to get my car, so my parents wouldn't find out where I was.
Mm.
And me and Andres got tickets going down Eaglewood Drive, going too fast on a Sunday. But it was I forgot her name's house, but yeah, everyone. I
always
think
felt cool
someone told me
Because
that
no
they.
one had like alcohol or anything, and Forrest and I showed up with like a hidden backpack of like 3 or 4 different bottles, and like barely any booze was there, and all of a sudden like we brought like the whole fucking party. I was
Yeah.
like, dang, we cool. And then there was, I don't know if that was
Dude,
a
I
time
had-
that some guy like randomly like grabbed one bottle, and I just went and grabbed it from him.
I had
I don't know.
a full bag of empty
Kid trying to
beer
think it's
cans
cool.
in the back of my car when the cop pulled me over. I'm like, I'm barely 18, and this guy's pulling me over. Like, if he fucking smells any alcohol, oh,
Those garbage cans are fucking stinky of booze.
oh yeah, yeah, it sucked, but it was a interesting night.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
I remember we stole so much random shit. I think we stole like the 7-ball from their pool table. We saw a few pictures. Took their soap. I don't know.
They're so
We used to steal just like random shit from people's houses.
right.
Like, can you imagine them trying to play pool and they can't find the 7?
Dude, I bet like I bet you still at their house they have like a new pool set, but I bet that story gets told all the time. What happened to the fucking 7 ball? Like,
Jeff Belcher's house. Took a bunch of his family pictures.
Don't you have a bunch of trophies of Brock's still?
I did for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I moved out of Brock's, took a bunch of his trophies. I was like, these are my trophies. Then he came over and he's like, what are these? I was like, they're my trophies now.
My trophies.
Did you take him back or did you just laugh?
I think I gave him. I don't know what ever happened to him. Who knows?
Always keep a packet of mustard handy to cover up alcohol. Does mustard cover up the smell of alcohol?
I'd rather get an alcohol ticket than fucking put a packet of mustard in my mouth. Gross. I don't like mustard.
I don't either, but
It's like the one. Yeah, that's kind of pushing.
Hey, if it saves me from a ticket,
right.
I'll walk the line. Give it here, bud.
I just like to
I'm
think
gonna be
that
Johnny Cash.
you just there you go, or Dewey Cox. I just like to think you take this big, like, packet of mustard and just spew it in your mouth as he's walking up, and you're like, "Hey, officer!" and it's all coming out your mouth.
Or I'm mumbling because I didn't actually open the packet. I just put a packet of mustard in my mouth. And he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, what do you have in your mouth? Is that drugs?
Mustard.
That's what I was like.
That might cause more questions.
Why do you have mustard in your mouth, son?
Sir, are you high? No.
Like I was about to bite into it, and then you fucking interrupted me.
Right.
Leave me alone, sir.
Big fan of mustard. Do you mind?
What are you prejudiced against mustard, son?
Yeah. Allergic to mustard. I don't know why. Kind of sucks.
That's probably a good thing.
I don't like most mustard, but like some mustard.
I like practically every type of food and like condiment besides mustard. It's the only one I can't like get behind.
mustard, really?
Yeah.
I
Practically
don't mind mustard.
Name
I don't like
anything
the
else and I'll
strong
find.
mustard, but
Yeah, there's some tasty mustard, but like
I've had like
yellow mustard.
one that was like
dude,
decent,
have you guys
but
ever
it was,
had
like,
that
massive.
mustard that's like in a glass container, but it's like little
Dijon?
things of balls? Yeah, they're like really, really tiny, you know. But they're just like you only need a little bit on your bread or whatever, and you bite into it, just explodes in your mouth, and it just the intensity of mustard, and it's too much. Sarah loves that stuff, and she
That
made me a
fucking
sandwich
gross.
once, and she put a little too much. I'm like, I can't.
That's
do
the
that.
problem with mustard for me. Like, besides the fact that I get sick, like it dominates everything.
Yeah.
Like,
You only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way.
what about honey mustard? Then you can say you didn't want to waste the dippers from Burger King. There you go.
I have had honey butter, and that
Honey
shit
butter
is
is fucking
fucking
delicious.
Yeah.
on breakfast toast. Oh.
We're-
You get like a little. I was gonna see if it was the same one we always get, but
We're contemplating doing food stuff on here from time to time, and we want to start doing like hot wings and different things like that. I want to just do some stupid fucking hot stuff for some reason. I don't know
Well,
why.
good luck, because I know how you are.
I've gotten way better. I like hot stuff now.
I almost feel like 50% of me could keep up with Manuel because I
Oh,
really,
dude,
really
I
like.
don't. I don't eat hot sauce. I enjoy it.
Well,
I'll
maybe I
eat
can
it.
pass you up then because
but-
I love hot sauce like on any.
I enjoy it, but like if it's too hot for me to not be able to enjoy it,
Yeah.
It's pointless.
It really is
Yeah.
for me at least.
painful.
But some
Yeah.
people enjoy more of the pain in their mouth than the actual taste.
It's like an
of the food.
experience.
Yeah,
And you
adrenaline.
you can hallucinate.
I've heard. I've heard.
Have you watched the
Yeah, fuck all that.
YouTube series Hot Ones?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's so good.
I've seen some of
It
those. It's
has
fucking
like
hilarious.
all the celebrities you can think of, like now, all the popular ones. And Kevin Hart was on, and like they like ramp it up. So I think you have 10 wings, and they start off pretty mild, like on the Scoville unit or whatever it is, and then they ramp up to just like outrageous amounts. And he was struggling like around like 5 or 6, and he's like, I feel like I'm fucking hallucinating, like, and he's like sweating, and just it's. I want to do something like that and just see.
I want nothing. to do
I'm
with
down,
any of
but I
that.
mean, I think the last time I had something just like fucking poison in my mouth, it just like throwing up, really bad headaches, and I felt like shit.
Damn.
And literally had to go shit.
What was it?
It was just
Never eaten anything that hard.
it was a straight up habanero pepper,
Damn.
and yeah, it is.
Would you eat a ghost pepper live on stream?
Fuck no, unless I was getting paid a decent
How
amount.
much?
I don't know.
Give me
I
an
don't know.
amount.
$50.
No way, but I don't know about that. No.
$70.
I don't think I'd
One
contemplate
crisp
anything.
$50 bill.
I think I couldn't say yes unless it was at least $100 for me, because I even just a habanero pepper, I was just
I'm
like,
pretty sure
I'll
you get
do it.
forced to do it for way less.
Yeah, but I
Get him
don't.
for like $15.
But that's not the
Even-
fun part.
What? Forking up $100 or?
He's already puked on stream.
Like
How like
I would be dead for the next
'cause
like,
I don't-
3
I don't-
hours.
Right.
I've never had one, but I've never actually had anything hotter than a habanero. Like what's the
So
level?
Probably like
I guess
3 times that much.
habanero school.
A school bill?
So let's see.
1,000.
So 100,000 to 350,000 schoolable, which is pretty damn high.
right.
But this is gonna make you not want to do it even more because I
Isn't it
know.
like 2 million.
Yeah.
$1 million. Just over 1 million.
The fuck?
So you're talking like
3 times as much.
if we go out as 150, almost 8 times hotter, 7 times hotter. Why isn't that not getting bigger?
What are the risks of eating something
Don't
so
touch your
fucking hot?
eyeballs.
Well, obviously of like the do's, the don't, whatever that's called. But like toes.
I don't know what that was.
But like effects wise, like bad ones. Like I've heard of like it can kind of mess you up. Other than like your mouth is just fucking burning.
I don't know actually. So ghost pepper's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not even the hottest.
Habanero's there.
Carolina Reaper.
Jalapeno, to put it in perspective, is down
I can
there.
barely jalapenos.
I can
every
handle
now
like
and
a
then.
bell
I used to
pepper.
be able to back when I was a real
Good
boy.
old solid 0.
Dude, these things are fucking mean. I'm not about this. Look at that fucking thing. That looks like the devil's nutsack.
Yeah.
Look at that. That doesn't even look cool.
Dude, no, it doesn't look like a devil's nutsack. It looks like it's offspring.
It looks like
when it
straight
like shoots
pain.
it out.
Right?
That's what pain looks like.
Oh.
Ghost peppers aren't that bad. They're sweet, cream burn.
Yeah, I'm not taking your word for that at all.
Yeah, but not delivery. How good is your
Dude, you know
spicy
who,
scale?
You know who could do it?
Joey. He ate ghost pepper wings when we went to Buffalo Wild Wings at one time. Do you remember?
Well, do you remember Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler was really good on this.
Dude, I don't know how the fuck he does it. He
Saw that boy eat like 40
the
wings
hottest,
by himself.
the hottest ones at not only the Buffalo Wild Wing, but the Charlie wings as well.
Yeah.
And I think the Charlie wings are a little hotter. The whole thing, he just ate the whole. There's all wings. I think there was only 8.
He was
We
a
ate them all.
monster.
Like his mouth was red, but he's just like, it's not that bad. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's got a broken palate. See, and what's funny, do you remember that night at Buffalo Wild Wings with Joey? Because we were giving him shit, like, why are you doing this? Like, they're super hot. And he's like, I don't know. And he just ate them. We're like, what the fuck?
I don't
It was
remember.
me, you, Steve, someone else. I don't remember who. Yeah, not delivery, you're immune to spicy. I'm just a wee little lad who's not immune to spicy.
Well, I really like spicy, but I want absolutely nothing to do with any of that.
How much money for you to eat a Carolina Reaper live?
Carolina.
Oh, yeah, fucking no. No, I ain't
None?
doing that. Nah.
Give me
You're not
1,000.
gonna die.
Give me 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, I'll do it for 1,000.
Hey, it doesn't have to be you
Yeah.
donating. I'm just saying it could be several people donating.
Penguin named Desiree. Did everyone dress up and put on jeans except the one dude wearing basketball shorts? Yeah.
I wouldn't consider any of this dress up.
Ask me how many times I wore pants this summer. 0. It's way too hot outside
Honestly,
for
I don't think
pants.
I've ever seen you wear pants, and if I have, it was like a handful of times in high school.
Definitely wear pants.
I've rarely ever seen you in pants too.
It's just
It's just
the times.
summertime. It's hot. Wintertime, I always wear pants.
I don't know. For some reason, I can't remember you wearing pants.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Damn,
but,
now I'm gonna have to start wearing pants.
I can't think of like one single time I've seen you in jeans.
Yeah.
Dude.
Maybe like pants, like sweats, but not
No.
like jeans.
Damn, this is hardcore. All my old pictures have us in jeans.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Okay, give me $300.
$300 for the Reaper. The Carolina Reaper.
I feel like we should maybe do like ghost pepper.
Should we build up to it?
Okay.
Habanero Live, you have to do free. Habanero, you do free, and then any step up from there, money.
$100 for each step you go up. So, ghost pepper, what was that? 400. About 4 up.
It may take some time, but
We just chomp on one and then chomp on the other. $400.
I think we're gonna have to make rules about like how I'm gonna do this. Like, do I have to chew it and then swallow the whole thing, or can I just chew it and
Chew it for 1 minute and spit it out.
yeah, or because I feel like it's just gonna burn start from my lips to my mouth to my tongue to my throat to heartburn in my chest.
100% this is the most covering this dude's legs have had since his parents dressed him. I mean, you ain't fucking wrong. I like my shorts.
I can't stand shorts for some reason.
Really?
I love jeans.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I'll wear jeans every day, all year round. No problem.
I just like shorts.
I think
It's
I'm
cozy.
more like, I would say 60,
I think I own like 2
40.
pairs of shorts.
Yeah.
And one of them's at least a pair of basketball shorts.
Is one of them jorts?
Yes. And they're Forrest that he left. And I was like, sweet, I got a pair of shorts.
Anything made with ghost pepper isn't bad at all. Never had the
I
actual
used
pepper,
to
though.
sleep in my jeans, and then Sarah corrected that.
Yeah.
I don't anymore.
I can
Also
sleep
looks
in
good.
jeans if I'm at someone else's house.
Right?
I
Yeah.
don't- it
Only
depends,
quitters
like-
spit, winners swallow. You're right, Penguin. You're right. Winners always swallow. Salty does sleep in jeans. Do you also sleep in jeans?
I used to.
Not anymore.
On a regular basis, I used
Yeah.
to. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, it wasn't not comfortable. It was just
I've slept in jeans plenty of times. It's just, if I have the option not to, I'm definitely not going to.
yeah.
Sleep in my underwear. I don't give a fuck.
Well, nowadays, yeah, that's pretty much all.
I sleep
Especially if you don't wear underwear and you're like only have jeans and you're sleeping over someone else's house. It's like,
Better
how
with jeans.
comfortable are you in this
Right.
household?
Right.
That's what it really comes down to.
Hey, don't move these blankets. Why? Just don't move them.
Yeah. Don't wake me up. I'd end up having my ass out at some point in the night.
Right.
Damn, this breeze. I'm in bed.
This breeze.
I think I'd still needed a something out of even just a habanero. It doesn't have to be money, but just something. I'd be like, okay.
Okay.
High five.
One kiss
Yeah.
from us all.
But
it can
Wow.
even-
Okay. Okay.
But
one
it goes
kiss.
pepper lips.
If yes,
one kiss
exactly.
from everyone.
A little bit of time.
My lips all fucking. I don't want to be here. I'll watch a movie.
Yeah, because if you're here, you're gonna get conversed into doing something.
You
You're
know
gonna
what?
get hella
What would
peer
you call?
pressure.
Okay, what would you call if? It's kind of weird. Booking has just popped in my head. If you were trying new things with your girl and all of a sudden
Put
she
a ghost
wants
pepper
to
up her
ghost a ghost pepper in your mouth, her mouth, and your mouth, she chews it up and then you lick her butthole.
You
Would that burn?
I don't feel like you're
Would
doing
that-
anything sexual
Yeah.
after that goes in the mouth. Like there's no sexual activity
I,
after that.
I don't know. Like,
Unless she's
Would
a
that-
fucking
would that-
freak.
I don't think
Would
that'd
they
be
just
good.
burn her asshole?
Yeah, I don't think that'd be fun. For
I'll tell you one
her.
thing.
Well,
if my
it
mouth's on
doesn't
fire,
have to be
they're
fun, but some
I don't have
people
a
like
boner
pain.
if my mouth's on fire.
Some
like,
people
Yeah,
like
some people
pain.
like pain.
I'm gonna fucking. My mind's gonna go a whole different ballpark. Like, get this out of my mouth, and I will have nothing. Like, all my
Just lick
brain power
away,
will be like,
just
try to
lick
get
the
this
pain away.
Like, just keep going. If you keep going, the pain will never set in. Yeah, I don't know about that. That sounds.
What would you call that though? But you know how they have
Well,
a
why don't
bunch
you
of
try
names
and
for
let us
different
know?
ones.
the Carolina
thank
salad
you.
toss?
Ooh.
There you go.
I dig it. You gotta start pretending like everyone's doing this, and then
Yeah.
maybe people will try giving you a shot.
Fuck! Oh my god, you're right. Hey, you ever
Well, it's
heard of the
kinda like dipping
Carolina
my-
salad toss?
Nuts in hot candle wax.
Yeah, that feels great.
Well, I told everyone I did it, and then everyone started doing it. I was like, fuck, I guess I gotta do this now.
Yeah, hot
I
wax.
convinced everyone that it was like the fucking greatest thing in the world, and then everyone started doing it, and they're like, yeah, that was really nice. I was like, oh shit, maybe I gotta give this a shot.
Dude, hot wax is the game changer, man.
These are silky and smooth.
Silky and smooth. Hey, so flip that around, stick a ghost pepper up her behind, eat the thing out, sexual as everything. There you go.
I feel like you're getting shit in your mouth for sure. Fire and just.
We gotta clean it all up in there
Wire
first.
with a good ghost pepper.
Wire. Right?
What's ruining that? Adding flavor.
Right?
What's a little chocolate on it?
But there might actually be like health risks, like putting it up the poop chute.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't know. Burn whatever's in there.
Right? Gotta go to the doctor.
Serious.
What happened?
Did you stick acid up your ass?
Carolina Salatos, man. It got ugly. I got ugly real quick.
My friend told me, I can't remember. I need to text him and ask him next time. I'll get the name of it, but it's can't remember the name, but pretty much what you have to do is you have to put her phone, you put it in a baggie, obviously, put it up her vagina, and have one of your friends, as proof, call that phone while you record with your phone, and she has to push it out. You grab it, answer it, and say, "This is blah 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 blah," the name of what you're doing while he's recording it, and that's when you send it to him as proof as well, not only just on the phone. But I can't remember what it's called, but I guess they made a bet a while back that these are all military guys.
I ain't shoving my phone up any girl's pussy. That seems
Well,
weird.
it's not your phone; it's her own phone.
Yeah, it's her phone.
That's
Not
what you
your
call
phone.
Call your friend.
Way weird.
This
just
is
like,
that person.
I feel like I'd have to.
So
be
I
doing something.
have a couple questions.
But okay.
Okay.
I honestly thought it was fucking bullshit. I was like, bullshit, until he showed me the video. He
Ooh,
fucking saved that shit.
my man. Who did this? Okay, you don't have to say.
I'll just say
A friend.
a friend. I don't think you know him, but it's just first name Jason.
Yeah, I worked with him. I worked with you, Manuel. Do you remember?
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. my trainer, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like I said, I did not believe him, and even friends of his like, dude, we didn't believe him until he showed you what he showed us what he's showing you right now.
Okay, 2 questions. 1, you're not just putting it up with nothing, right? You said put it in a bag.
Like a little plastic baggie, so obviously nothing
Maybe
happens
a
to the
condom?
phone. It could be
Okay,
condom. It
condom
could be
makes
a
more
bag or
sense.
whatever.
Because a baggie, I'm thinking
Ziploc
like,
bag's gonna tear some
yeah,
shit up.
Ziploc baggies. Those corners are kind of sharp.
Yeah.
Like, are you just, maybe if you just
Hurt
wrap
something.
that shit in like Saran
I
wrap?
mean, probably. I don't know. I couldn't tell what it was because I was too distracted.
Was it a Nokia phone? Because that makes sense. Because like,
No, it looked like an. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
this
that's what
was.
I'm thinking. Like my phone, Cameron's phone. He's got the fucking plus.
yeah, like
No,
which way
this
to
was
read?
no. This was like probably at least 10 years ago.
He's probably hooking up something big.
So it
10
looked
years
like
ago?
like one of the first generations of iPhones.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because I'm looking at like our phones. I'm like, fuck. Like, which direction are you? Like, going in like that? You going
No,
in
you
like
go
that? You
sideways.
going like
You gotta,
that?
you gotta tilt it sideways.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
It's
yeah,
still-
that's like what I always say.
dude,
no
that
way.
thing you saw that thing get pushed out. Oh, I was like, holy shit.
I can just imagine like trying to have that conversation. Like, hey, can I stick my phone up your pussy and let my friend call you?
Dude, I think this
It's like it'll
this was
vibrate
like
and it'll be like super nice. Like I heard it's like the greatest thing in the world. Maybe I can.
Dude, I think people are way more down for shit if you just ask
Yeah.
than we think.
Yeah, I mean, he said that they a bunch of his friends just made that bet. It's like who can make that happen first, and he had that opportunity. He just asked the girl, and he's like, all right.
Just you wait. Someone's gonna put like a Galaxy Note up there, and it's gonna like blow up and be like the first
Fuck.
murder by phone.
But it was
overheating.
funny
It's too hot in here.
about that.
Right? Penguin says, isn't the butt a health risk in general? Yeah. Spicy pepper just sanitizes things, if anything. True. 2018 phones are now vagina proof. If it's a Galaxy phone, it'd be fine by itself.
No, but yeah, that was interesting story. But he's told me a lot. I can't really remember, but dude,
No.
he's an interesting guy when it comes to like what he's done back in the day.
I think it'd be fun to have him on if he ever would want to be.
I'll ask him. I think last time I mentioned that you guys had a podcast, he was asking about it. So
There's so many people who want to be on that just don't, that I don't ever get in contact with because I don't know how to.
yeah. I'll ask him.
It's not like we're a high pressure thing like some
Come
podcasts.
hang out. Come hang out.
Come tell some fucked up stories.
Dude, he has some bad ones.
Forrest told me about the kid you had on that was saying that his friend stole the Wildcat.
Yeah.
I heard about that. I was like, that was like the worst two people to fucking tell you.
Yep.
Try to be cool
Oops.
about. I wonder, like.
Well, he didn't say that his friend stole it. He said people took credit for something or for what someone else stole or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, and Forrest just looks at him, he's like, "That was actually our friends or my friend or something like that." I'm like, "Cause who was it? Brett, Joel, and you? Yeah."
Just us three.
That was the funniest thing when I saw pictures of that pop up. I'm like, what the?
I
fuck?
got a random text at like some odd hour in the morning. It was you three like huddle around the
Yep.
Wildcat.
Jordan's
room.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh shit, they did it."
Yeah. I remember, like, I told my dad I was going to do it, and he was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I was like, Dad, we're doing it.
You're right. I don't know
We're
what you
doing it.
think.
Like, there's not much we can do about this. And then we did it, and then, like, 30 minutes after we did it, he called me, and he's like, I've got a really, really bad feeling. Like, you really shouldn't do this. And I was like,
Oops.
already done, Dad, but, like, we got it.
Right.
We were good, successful. Like, I don't see any way of them
Did
catching
you guys
us.
ever get in trouble with that?
Oh, we gave it back.
Well, yeah, but like, did they
Well,
know?
they said that we had to pay like a fine. That's it. I never paid no fine. I think Joel's parents took care of it. Joel and Brett's parents took care of it. I never paid shit. I never paid for a single parking ticket I got, and I got like over 20 of those.
Do you think it'd be fun, or do you think it would just be weird now if we managed to get?
Caitlin's
like,
telling me it might not even be there.
Oh no, not anything with that. But
Oh.
like, if we got you, Joel, Brett, and like maybe Brock and Forrest all on the same podcast, do you think it'd be hilarious,
Yeah.
or do you think time would just be?
Oh, I think it'd be fucking hilarious for sure.
Because I think
Because like Joel is still a really fucking funny guy,
Right.
and like Brett is still really funny. Brock and it's kind of always kind of been funny, but like I always wanted like Brock's perspective on things because he
Yeah.
was always the one like trying to convince us like not to do shit.
and he's
But he was always the
Remember a
one
few
that like
times.
told and bragged about everything,
Right.
more than everyone.
Well, and
So
he-
he would try to convince us not to do things, but when it came to like the fine, like we actually did something, he would tell everyone about it, which was even better because then it wasn't like we're bragging about shit we did.
because Forrest has talked to him recently, and he said that he would want to come on, Brock. So I think that'd be funny. I just don't know how to contact Joel.
Joel's in Arizona. It
Yeah.
had to be over the holiday.
Right.
I'm sure he would be 100% down.
Yeah, I would love to have Joel on, and I haven't talked to Brad, but I'm sure.
And some of the, like, I'm sure there's some stories that they remember that Forrest and I don't.
Yeah.
Because, like, if it's a story Forrest and I remember, most likely everyone's heard about it. But
Right.
Do
There's
you
probably a
remember
lot
when
of.
we, and you probably did it more, but I remember a few times when we saran wrap 4 ways or 2 ways.
oh, yeah, that was so much fun.
We
Remember, I can't remember what time it was, but, like, the guy, like, was touching his foot over, like, the caution tape to see if, like, something was wet or something. Like, we had caution tape, and we caution taped the whole 4-way, and, like, a lot of people ended up just driving through it, like, whenever
Yeah.
a lot of people turned around. One guy, like, got out, and, like, he lifted up the caution tape and was, like, tapping his foot on, like, the asphalt. We were like,
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Well, we
I
s-
don't, like, what are you testing? You think the ground's gonna, like, was this fucking quicksand? Like, the asphalt, what, slippery? Like, I don't know what he was trying to do, but he tested it and then he drove through it.
We saran wrapped the 4-way stop kind of by where Manuel used to live, by Mills Park.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
we
But
did
who-
a lot.
Yeah.
We did that
Oh.
all that 4-way. That one was like
Who was
main
there
target.
that night? Was it Sam?
I don't
Me
know. A
and
lot of
you?
us did it all
Oh,
the time.
okay.
Yeah.
Sam and Brock were always the most frustrating doing those things with because they would dip and leave you.
Yeah.
If they thought they were going to get in trouble, they would get in their car. They would always be the ones driving, but they would always get in their car and leave everyone if you weren't in that car.
Damn.
Yeah. You know how many times I've been left by those fucking 2 people?
Do you
A
remember
lot.
when, and I remember this one, it was one time, I think, you guys would knock on someone's door, and hopefully someone would answer, and you'd just be there, just
Just
staring
standing
at
in the
them.
fucking thing to
Didn't
see who would
say
run away the
anything.
fastest.
No,
Yeah.
didn't say anything. Who would last the longest there?
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember one guy.
Imagine
was
opening the door and
scared
seeing like
as
fucking
shit.
like 7 kids not saying a word, just staring at you, like spread out on your fucking lawn. It make me super nervous too. But yeah,
I wish the stories about. How do I go around this? the stories about some things that were done to something by a golf area could be talked about. Gotta pick my words here.
Scuba diving?
No. Directed at.
Oh,
Oh, I can just do this.
trying to think. I was never really a part of any of that.
No?
That was before like I started hanging out with everyone.
You weren't there the night with the bat? Really?
That was like before I think everyone was hanging out.
That was like one of the first times I ever went and did mischief.
Unless it was a night that I just missed that night. I definitely have heard the story a ton, but yeah, like
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
I don't think
Yeah, I don't
there
know
was
if
a
we can
single
talk about
time
it.
I even walked on that driveway.
Huh.
Yeah.
There,
That was a lot of stuff that happened like before I started hanging out with everyone.
basically, there was an area where a group of people went and did stuff to someone else. And it got
There was a
targeted
prime
multiple
suspect.
times.
For something because someone overreacted, so everyone wanted to do it because that person would overreact.
And,
Okay, that sounds familiar now.
and
Did you not see what he typed in?
Yeah, but that didn't make sense to me.
yeah, and one of those nights,
I never even did that and it made sense.
one of those nights we had a bunch of people, like 15 or 20, go to this place and do activities.
What street? Can you say street? Oh, wait. Is it like, okay.
It's around a corner and he kind of like dips down into his house and there's like a pathway that goes in front.
Sorry for all the viewers for being so vague, but there's some stuff that we just don't want to incriminate.
I couldn't incriminate
Yeah, you
myself,
couldn't
but
incriminate, but
I kind of appreciate that, like, a lot of these things that happened early on, I just get, like, kind of thrown in, like, hey, you were a part of this too.
Right.
It's like,
definitely wasn't.
it was before my time.
Anyways, there was a large group of people there, and everyone had a role to play. Like, some people were yelling, some people were throwing shit, some people were, like, leaving hot stuff on their porch. Like, just stupid shit.
Okay, and I want to say it was like, you go up, and then right before the four-way, the main four-way, it was like,
By the clubhouse? That far away?
yeah, but it's right before on
Yes.
that street you said, and it was like that sharp turn this
Yes,
way right
yes,
before,
yes,
but it
yes.
was right
Yes,
to the right of
yes.
that. I was with you guys one time for that, and I remember just there was a lot of yelling,
Everyone.
a lot of yelling.
Yes.
Everyone would get at that house.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
So the one night where it was like a lot of people, the guy stormed out of his house and threw a bat at Forrest
I heard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and almost hit him. Damn, if he would have hit him, you know how different life would probably be right now?
Like, his force would be like a millionaire.
Yeah, he probably could have sued that guy for so much.
Yeah.
He should have taken that blow
Yeah.
and just fucking rolled with it.
Sometimes where it's like, you could get hit by a car, but, like, you do everything you can, like, not to get hit by a
Walking
car.
that
but it's like,
courtroom with
why
a
did-
fucking neck brace.
Yeah. Why
He
did I
broke-
not get hit by that car? And, like,
I
sue that
broke
guy?
my neck.
had so many of those.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I should have just not hit the brakes.
Or times where, like, Forrest or Cameron wanted to get a new car and they wanted to total their cars, and then, like, the perfect opportunity comes, but, like, instincts kick in and you miss it.
Because you don't
And
want to
then,
get
like,
hurt.
Yeah. But, like, stuff like that, it just comes down to, like, your instincts of whatever you should do at that point.
Right.
And it's to not get hit. And they always think after, like, fucking should have hit that guy. It would have totally been their fault.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to go soon, Manuel?
Yeah, it's
What time is it?
2:48.
Yeah, it's fine. She doesn't wake up until 3:30. So,
I'm getting the
besides, I'm pretty sure I'd get a call. I was like, where the fuck are you? It's like, oh, I'm right here. Don't worry, I'm only 5 minutes away.
Is it nice being back? Like around
It
here?
is, just because almost everything's over here, like more like just mainly friends and family.
Right.
The only thing I would miss from that place is
Conveniently downtown.
Yep. That's the only
Just
thing.
that area alone.
Yep.
Yeah, that area is nice.
But even then, from where we were, it'd still take us a solid 10 minutes to get downtown, which is the same.
Yeah, if there's no traffic, you can just hit back street and be there pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it was about the same. So. I
Plus, you're
guess-
saving money and
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now. Just save.
Why has Sarah never told anyone that she has a pool?
No, I don't think it's not that she doesn't say anything. It's because it's so normal for her that she doesn't think to ever say anything.
She doesn't think that other people like haven't had a pool in their backyard all the time, so like
I
thinking
found that
like
out.
everyone would be stoked to go to a fucking pool party.
I found that out. Forrest is like, did you know Sarah has a pool? And I'm like, there's been a lot of hot summers with Manuel and Sarah being around. There was never a pool mentioned.
We don't really.
I feel like you and I have tried to sneak into a lot of different pools too while you have been dating her.
Foxborough pools?
Yeah. You know how many
Yeah.
pools we've snuck into?
Yeah, I remember.
Park
that.
City ones or ones that like up at resorts. Those are always the funnest to sneak into.
That was one of the funnest nights I ever had was when...
when that alarm went off.
Yeah.
And we were all sprinting. We like didn't even know where we were going. All we knew was we're running.
But then we finally got into the one and it was so nice.
Yeah. At the outdoor and indoor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the guy came over and was trying to get us in trouble and then we all just ran.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a good time.
Do that more.
Yeah.
Good times.
Back in the day where you didn't care about getting in trouble.
Hmm?
Nowadays, is it?
Yeah. I
Nowadays,
really don't
you
want
think
tickets.
back,
I
you're
want
like,
nothing to do with police.
Yeah.
I'm very smart about that kind of stuff too now.
Now I'd rather just run out of room and just go in the pool without
Yeah.
any worry.
It's like,
So what are you guys doing? Fucking right here. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Prick. Yeah.
Check in at 9:30. I'm getting some dip time.
Right? Don't care if there's hours of the pool. I'm gonna swim in this pool.
I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Mall cop. Go back to bed. Oh yeah.
One of the funnest ones was the hotel that's like right by the freeway.
Thank you for the
'Cause
follow.
that one was always so easy to get into. You just like walk to the back door and you can just like open everything and just go straight into a pool from like their outdoor patio.
Which one was it? The one closest to us, before the bridge or after the bridge?
The one right next to the dealership by Woods Cross.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All Star Teonix? Is that how you pronounce your name? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, that was some good times. We should definitely just go do more shit in Park City during the winter. Just
I love
try
it
and
up
rent.
there.
I think we
Well-
should really do.
Every year, Sarah's parents almost actually no, it's every exact date. And it just barely happened, but they have 2 rooms that they do at Park City.
Jordan's
Literally,
family does
timeshare?
something.
yeah, timeshare, and it's a full week. I think it's a full week or a full week and a half. But there's always like 1 or 2 days. Like if you ask them, it's like, hey, can I have friends stay the night for this day? They're like, most likely they'll say yes.
Jordan's family has done that a few times, and this last year we went up, and so they had like a huge family room and then like a separated
Yeah,
room and
yeah,
stuff.
that's how it is.
And Jordan invited us over there, and we got fucking what? I think you were there that night.
I don't think so. I don't remember ever going up.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
I think I remember getting invited, but I think it was like late enough that it was like.
But Jordan like chain smoked like 10 cigarettes in the fucking hot tub, and like that guy doesn't smoke, but like he was so drunk he sat there and smoked like 10 cigarettes back to back
Damn.
and stuff. But everyone was so fucked up, and then we ended up leaving because like there wasn't enough place to sleep or anything. We're all fucking tired, and Jordan passed out, and apparently that room that's connected where all of his parents and stuff were, Jordan locked, and there's no other door. So Jordan was blackout drunk in the family room and had his whole family locked in the fucking other room, and they couldn't wake him up.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, because we just drank so much fucking booze.
Damn.
Yeah, and his family was like stuck in there for a few hours after they woke up. I was like, that sucks so bad. I was like, that's a horrible design flaw though, that you can lock people into a room.
Right.
Like, what kind of fucking hotel is this?
You would think that they'd have a door to the
Yeah, like to the outside, or not a lock on it,
One of the funniest things.
or a lock from the inside, not there.
Jordan's been on a couple times, and him and Salty Frank got in a big argument about cereal. And next time you talk to Jordan, just be like, how you feel about those waffle crisps?
You love them.
Oh my god, he loves them like a passion. He was all about it. He was getting into it. Yeah. Not delivery says, yeah, it's funny when pools secure it more against their. Oh, okay, I got you.
Chain gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even lock those fucking outside doors.
No,
We needed a key card to get in from the inside.
not from the outside.
Walk fucking straight in. I don't know. They might have locked that gate, but it was like one they like.
Right.
Okay. Like
What did we do? Because he started talking to some people, and then we just finished jumping the. Someone jumped the little gate and then opened the door, and then we all ran out. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
I don't know. There's only like, I feel like the workers there only talked to us like once or saw us once.
Yeah.
I don't really remember that.
I think we should get an Airbnb somewhere in Park City or maybe even Vegas and get like a 10-bedroom one and just go get fucking schlossed.
They have
and
10
just-
bedroom ones?
Yeah.
What?
I'm going.
Dude, Vegas is
Um,
big.
I'm going to Clinton's bachelor party in like 2 weeks, I think.
Who's Clinton?
Clinton?
Oh, Clinton.
Yeah. And it's out in Vegas, and they have like a 8-bedroom one. They rented out.
Shit,
and
that's
it's
cool as
cheap.
fuck.
It's only be like $40 a person.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
It's gonna be.
Because who needs like a fucking their own rooms and stuff like
Right.
that? You're with
We're
a
not
group,
gonna be
like,
in the house.
If anything, you're all gonna hang out in one room.
Yeah. We just want to put our shit there and sleep there.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting. He started drinking a little, and I think he might dabble in a little. I didn't ask him, but maybe. But yeah, that should be fun.
Do you want to
That'd
vape?
be out.
Yeah. I just want to get Clinton drunk and make him do awful things for his bachelor party.
So like,
Record
he's gonna
him.
be like
Yeah.
out by like 8 unless you bring other party supplies. And you know what party supplies I'm talking about.
Yeah,
The things that bring people back from the dead.
back from the dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a whoever did
Wait.
that to.
Strippers?
Force?
Yeah.
To me?
Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you want to talk about it, but I just.
All we said was things that bring people back from the dead.
I'm just gonna go up to him and just be like, "Here, close your eyes, take a deep breath, take a deep breath with your nose."
I'm sure there's
barley.
nothing to breathe. You-
Barley plus? Damn, that's a lot of protein or a lot of fiber. Definitely not here. I've never heard of that. Can I have some more of your vape? Of your bape? Of your e-sog? Of your smoky dokie? Can you start calling that from now on?
Smoky Toki?
Yeah, so I was like, can I have some of your vape? And you're like, no, that's my smoky tokie.
Is it you mean my Smoky Toki?
We should just come up with weird names to try and get it trending.
Get a new name every time I come.
Yeah. People start getting used to calling it smoky token. You're like, no, that's my chief keef right there.
Chief Keef.
What time's the softball game?
Starts at 1 and
Damn, so you're not gonna get much sleep.
yeah, it's whatever. I'll get enough sleep. Like, go home, pass out till maybe 10. That's good enough for me. On an average, since I have to wake up at like 5 o'clock for work, I get about 5 to 6 hours of sleep every day,
Yeah.
which is decent for me. If I can get 6 hours, I'm good.
For
I get
absolutely,
less
like,
than-
no reason I stayed out for like 2, almost 3 days straight. Like nothing.
Dude, my
influencing
body
it.
would just feel not only drained, but like feels like I've been. No, I just couldn't do it.
I like doing it. I don't know why. I have a weird obsession with trying to stay up as long as I can.
Dude, I remember
I
when we
hate going to
used
sleep
to
just
stay
because
up.
like once you like go to sleep, then you have to deal with whatever the next day is.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
I remember we used to be able to do that all the time, but now I don't. I'm getting to that point where I'm like, I feel old because I can't stay up anymore, and it fucking sucks.
That's a great name, not delivery. That'd be a great name for a hipster place. He wants to keep it on the down low, but it's pretty funny for a coffee shop or a coffee company. Can I show these guys? Can I tell these guys as long as they
We
don't
won't
say
say
it?
it out loud.
Because it's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good at like recovering
Yeah.
because like it doesn't fuck
Well,
with me.
see, that's not what I'm thinking. It's like the after effects, not so much. Like I can deal with that, but it's the actually staying.
That is a fucking great name.
for coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Oh.
trying to
Unless it's already
stay.
been used. Awkward.
Damn.
Just trying to stay up. Like even like an hour ago, I'm pretty sure you guys could tell I was like bobbing my head. It's like, fuck, I can't stay awake. Even with that
I
energy
wish that would
drink.
happen to me. I don't get that anymore. Like, I don't, like, get, like, super tired where I'm about to fall asleep all the time. Can't remember the last time I just...
He's already fuck. Yeah,
Cameron sleeps like a fucking baby. I'm super
Been
jealous.
there.
Like, I don't sleep at all. I sleep like shit. Right now, so I have, like, a kind of, like, couch type thing in my room, too, in my bed.
Mhm.
I'm not sleeping on either of those. I can't sleep on my bed. I can't sleep on the couch thing. I'm sleeping on the fucking ground. I don't know why. I can't sleep in either of them.
Some people
It
are
fucking
like
sucks.
that.
Well, not normal. My bed's cozy as fuck. It's fucking comfortable. I get a nice fucking foam pad in there. But,
Yeah,
like,
but you wanna
it gives me
sleep.
too much room. Like, I need somewhere that, like, restricts my movement, or else I will
Get
just...
those big ass, like, those
Sit.
long pillows. Hug them.
my
Yeah,
record
then
for
I'll
staying
hug that and
awake
roll
was-
around.
Not Delivery says my record for staying awake was about 140 hours. That's a... How many
Fucking
days is that? 5?
verge of fucking losing your mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw people that weren't there staying awake that long. Yeah, because like I think the most I ever stayed awake, and this was super nerdy. So I was playing World of Warcraft because we're looping back around. I stayed up for like 3.5 days straight playing it one time because I'm a fucking nerdy neckbeard virgin, and yeah, that was miserable. I remember trying to function like day 2. I was trying to make food. And I was staring at the microwave for like probably like
you
2
just,
hours.
Like, zone out on, like, random shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait for that long. You're like...
You probably weren't even awake. You
I
probably
probably
were
fell
eyes
asleep.
sleep with your eyes open and everything.
I remember just like, I remember vividly like going upstairs. I was just gonna make like a little microwavable like Salisbury steak or whatever. And I remember like standing there, and I checked my phone. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just like checked my phone again. It was like 2 hours past. I'm like, did I just fall asleep like standing here. Like, what the fuck is going on?
your
Slept for
body,
20
your body felt the
Longest-
the chance to shut you down for
Yeah.
2 hours.
The longest I've ever slept for is after I did that 34-hour shift at that oil company. I
Yeah.
slept for like a day and a half after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stayed up.
I
Just
think the most
it wasn't
is
even that
12 hours
hard.
for
Then
me.
like once I got home, ate
12
some
hours.
food and
I-
just fucking blew my mind.
Started with coffee, then cocaine, then cough medicine, then liquor, then crack.
Shit.
Fuck.
Shit. Yeah. That
Coffee,
cough medicine. I would
cocaine,
want to go to sleep
cough
after that because that'd be
medicine.
so fucking wild.
sounds like a
This needs to end.
interesting day that I might be interested in.
Let's just leave out the cough medicine. I'm fucking all in. I don't like cough syrup. It's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Grossing me out.
I got to the point where I was like using that sometimes. just
I get
'cause it's just, like,
bamboozled
I liked
by
it.
I get bamboozled by NyQuil every time I use it. Cause
I
like,
like refuse to use that shit. I used it one time and like
dude, it
it
fucks
got
you
me
up.
fucked up and I was miserable.
Yeah.
I liked it until then in the mornings. I don't like mornings.
Oh,
with those
the
things.
mornings
It-
are awful.
It messes with you.
Cause like I
You
guess
don't
I would,
function right.
yeah, I was taking NyQuil probably like 3 or 4 times a week for like a kind of long period of time,
Hmm
and
I think not that like that, but I was doing it too. I was just buying it just for kicks and giggles.
yeah, you build up a tolerance to that shit real quick.
Oh yeah.
And I remember what fucked me over was I took like 3/4 of a bottle, and I stayed awake for like 5 hours. I remember like hour 3 or 4, like I definitely started hallucinating. Like I was like kind of like, well, this is just weird. Like I just like everything was like super slow, and I felt like, you know, when you're like groggy and you feel like heavy, and you're
Yep.
just like,
No, that's how I feel in the morning.
I felt
after
like that, but like bad. Like I couldn't even like lift my legs, and then I slept for a god awful amount, and that next morning was probably the worst next morning I've ever had.
I felt like a hangover without the pain.
Dude, it was worse than a hangover, man. I didn't feel like I needed to throw up or anything, but I just felt like I got the shit kicked out of me, like real bad. Like someone just
I've
beat
woken
the
up
shit out of
feeling
me.
like that before.
Yeah. Not cough syrup.
Those little pills.
Oh,
Anytime I actually have a cold, that's when I have to take those pills.
yeah. Damn, take a box. Damn. Take a box of those and it's like an acid trip? Fuck.
Only time I'd ever take those if I had an actual cold, and then if I had an actual cold and I started like tripping on acid, fuck,
I
I'd
got
probably
a
hate it.
story for you guys. Oh my god. You're not going to believe it.
You can tell it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told her the other day. It involves my mother.
Okay.
She can be real mad that I keep telling people. So
as she's on watching you.
fuck, I know I'm gonna get a text. How dare you? Well, mother, I've already told it another time, so deal with it. So, like, a couple times a week, me and her will go get a drink together, like swig, like we'll get like a soda or whatever. And
Oh, I thought you meant like a drink.
no,
Like, when's the
she
invite?
can't handle her alcohol. But no, just go get like a soda or whatever.
Spike it.
Yeah, spike it. We were driving back, and my mom was just like in a talkative mood, and she was telling me like when she was like 16, 17, she went to like a frat party, and she's all like, "Yeah, they offered me cinnamon paper," and I'm like,
The fuck is
and she's
that?
like, it had like a little rainbow on it. And I'm like, Mom, what the fuck's cinnamon paper? And she's like, I don't think it was cinnamon paper. And I'm like, well, what did it do? Like, because in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, did she do acid?
Yeah.
And
And
she's
still not even connect the dots that she did acid.
No, she does
Okay.
now. I don't know why she decided to tell me the story, but she
Yeah.
full blown did acid once, and she had no idea. And my mom, like, bless her heart, love her to death, but she is kind of a little. She has her blonde moments. So I legitimately think that someone probably offered her cinnamon paper, and she just took it thinking it was cinnamon paper, like something
That's how they get
sweet.
you.
And she's telling me this, and she's like, it was the weirdest thing ever. I was like, I was tan back then. I was wearing like short skirts, and like I couldn't tell the difference between my short skirt and my leg. And she's all like, so I panicked, and I called my mom to come get me. And she's like, and it felt like 30 hours. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, you did acid. And I'm like trying to like guilt her just to fuck with her. And she's like, no, I didn't do it. Like, I didn't know. And she's like, the craziest part is like some kid like came into the house we were partying at, and he had like a cape on, and then he jumped out of a 2-story building. And I'm like, Mom, were you high? Like, how fucked up were you? Or did this really happen? She's like, no, that part really happened. Some kid just jumped out of a window with a cape on. And I looked at her, I'm like, Mom, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I shouldn't have told you. I told her to. I was like, I'm going to tell all my friends that you did acid.
That's
Oh
fucking
my God.
awesome.
Yeah.
Especially that she thought like cinnamon paper. was
Acid
a thing.
on accident.
Yeah, acid on
It's like
accident.
who wants to eat paper?
Nah.
You
It's
wonder.
like even if it's flavored.
You wonder if you're just like, if that's even worse when you're like when it hits you, just
Probably
the
worse.
freaking out
Yeah,
part. Like,
panicky.
Oh, if I didn't know what I was doing, I'd fucking freak
See,
what the
the shit
fuck is
out.
going on with my body?
I'm sure she either doesn't remember or didn't tell me like the full like effects of it, but that'd be really fucking scary.
Yeah.
If you never, because she never did anything prior
That's
to
why
that.
I always said like Caden's first stroke's gonna be like acid or something. But
Oh, I'm just going to wreck them.
fucking
Yeah.
take him for a real ride.
Because, like, she never smoked weed before
Yeah.
that. I don't think she really drank much.
Yeah.
So she just hopped
coming
into
out of the gate into that shit. That's
that fuck, yeah.
and no one like explaining or.
That's what she
helping.
kept saying. She's like, the craziest part is like, it felt like it took my mom like 30 years for me to get there.
Mhm.
So she had the whole like time problem and shit. I'm like, I'm sorry you had to deal with
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, that sounds awful. I
Yeah.
don't want anyone to go through that.
but who's the fuckhead like trying to like get people to do acid without just telling them it's acid?
Or maybe they figured everyone at the party kind of knew.
Maybe.
That was their
I
code
don't know.
names
If
back
we
in
were
the
at a
day.
party and someone's like handing out little pieces of paper to everyone, if anyone didn't know what that was, I'd be kind of.
Right, that's true.
I'd be kind of taken back by anyone at
So,
any
I mean,
party
it
we
could
were
have
at.
just been a
that
bomb,
didn't
like
know.
you said.
I-
where
I-
she just didn't realize what
Right,
it was.
I think it was because like
Back then, people probably didn't talk about it a shit ton. If it was like one of her first parties or something,
Yeah.
go to a frat party when she wasn't in college.
maybe that's what's turned her off of doing shit so much. Like, I think she's only smoked once ever, and she
Mhm.
hated it, and like, she just barely ever started like, kind of drinking.
If
I
all,
said-
your,
Experience.
if all your first times doing stuff is all good times, like
You're more
good,
prone to
but-
it, but I'm sure like,
some people react weird to different things too.
well, and I'm sure in reality, like, if it was good acid, that was probably fucking miserable.
Yeah,
Just to not know what it was, and then just like having to deal with that,
yeah.
like that'd be rough.
Especially fucking changing like reality
Yeah.
and stuff, and
You look down and can't tell the difference between your leg and your skirt. It'd probably fuck you up. You're like, what
and you
is
hadn't really
going
been
on?
drinking that much.
Yeah, like what is going on in my life right now?
Yeah, I would fucking have a full blown like mental breakdown.
Yeah, and she said it was awkward too because there's no cell
If I had
phones.
never done anything like that before, and it hit me where I couldn't distinguish skin from jeans, like
You're like, am I a gene?
I had a real problem with that.
What if it
I would
was,
have thought I was dying.
the Spanish fly? What do you mean, go Eagles? My mom's same way. Damn. What's up with these moms and doing acid?
My mom's not really done stuff, but she thinks other things are other things, and
Yeah.
You told me about one.
yeah, where certain things definitely stink a lot worse. But like just because we have E6, it's always E6.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Hey,
it's like-
Stop using your
Yeah,
second
it's
side.
like- I was like, sorry.
my bad.
Yeah,
Hey, well, you know.
I prefer it that way.
Right.
100% prefer it that way.
It'd be nice one day when we don't have to worry about anything with weed. Just smoking down the street.
I really don't worry.
No, well, that's what I'm saying is like anywhere.
Yeah.
Nowadays, what you can use, be super discreet about it. Not really have.
I feel like I'm
smell
not
either.
someone that gets like super annoying or like super weird or anything with it. So it's like I can function just as fine with it or without it. That,
I
like,
think-
a lot of people can't even really tell, but I certainly can. I'm having a great time.
I think I can play it off pretty well, but sometimes, obviously, the people that know me well enough can tell
Yeah.
either like the eyes or the way I talk.
Yeah. You just
but-
giggle a lot.
Giggle. I don't do that as much anymore,
No.
unless it's with certain people. It's probably you guys.
I just
still,
don't talk as much.
Yeah.
I'm like super talkative, then all of a sudden I'm not really talking that much. Only really with my family.
I think the
Probably
only
'cause I
thing,
just did it.
the only thing I get that I feel like people know is like that like slight paranoia. It's just like, oh shit, they know.
Right.
It's like, but does it really matter if they know? And that's how I think about it. Until they just say something and then it's whatever. But like with my parents, like anytime I'm like that and I talk to them, I'm just like, fuck, cool.
Yeah.
See, it's weird though, because like for me, like since I don't smoke very regularly at all, it's still that like I can't just do daily life shit, which sucks.
Dude, at one point I was doing it every day.
I know that's what I'm saying. Is
It's
like
just like,
because
Go
like
on doing other things that
But
you like
you-
gotta do.
yeah, because like in the,
that.
when at the West Bountiful house, like yeah, I was smoking daily, like I could do everything just fine, but
mhm.
you know I haven't done that for since then.
Yeah.
You know, I only smoked like periodically, and like it sucks. It sucks.
I have
Like
yet to do that with you.
I've
Well,
smoked.
maybe.
we smoked a lot.
I don't
At West
remember.
Bountiful?
Yeah, we smoked at the West Bountiful house.
That
Smoked
ba-
with you as Zach's a fuck ton.
That fucking bathroom.
That
up in
bathroom,
James'
that- the-
rooms.
I
That-
honestly
that
don't
fucking-
remember.
those-
I don't remember most of those.
Those are some of my
I
fondest
can only
memories
recall maybe
at
one
that
or
West
two,
Bountiful
I
house.
think.
That happened
But-
quite a bit.
You need
Really?
that house, Sam?
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely call it. It's 3:11, so I know that you gotta go. Everyone hanging out, thank you.
You going
Proud
to work?
delivery, go Eagles.
Going to fucking bed.
Salty the boy. Penguin, if you're still here, thanks for
Bye.
throwing in your 2 cents. Everyone else, have a good night. Make sure to check out our social medias and Patreon. Yeah. Remember the Carolina salad toss. It's going to be the next big hit. Dingo, thanks for lurking. Have a good night, my man.
If someone donates $20, I'll do it.
You'll do the Carolina Reaper?
No, that's beside the point.
What will you do?
I will do the whole. I will start the process of going from
You'll start like habanero.
habanero and work my as long as someone.
Live on stream.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. We have our first victim live on stream to do pepper challenges.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
I mean, it might just end at the
No,
first one, but
no.
hey, I'll try. I'll go for it.
I might come back here Sunday night and do something. If not, we'll be back Monday. Force will be here Monday, and we'll probably have a guest lined up. He says, "Ooh, yikes!" Thanks for dropping in near the end. Like I said, have a good night, everyone.